wanting people to listen, you can't just tap them on the shoulder anymore. You have to hit them with a sledgehammer. And then you'll notice you've got their strict attention.
So your murderers come with smiles. They come as your friends, the people who have cared for you all of your life, and they always seem to come at a time when you're at your weakest and most in need of their help.
But here's my advice to the rest of you. Take dead aim on the rich ones. Get them in the crosshairs and take them down.
I'm ready. Let's do it right now, right here. Come on.
All right.
I love you.
I love you, honey bunny.
Everybody be cool, this is a robbery!
Any of you pricks move! And I'll execute every last one of you!
I generally come in at least 15 minutes late. After that, I just sort of space out for about an hour. I just stare at my desk. But it looks like I'm working. I do that for probably another hour after lunch, too. I'd say in a given week, I probably only do about 15 minutes of real, actual work.
The whole world gone crazy! Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules? Market zero! You think I'm fucking around here, market zero? Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! You lousy son of a bitch! If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a double crosser!
Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions.
I want that son of a bitch dead. I want him dead. I want you to get this fuck where he breathes. I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his head.
Kick this ass for a man, that's all. Kick my ass. Enjoy. Come on. I'm not asking, I'm telling with this. Kick my ass.
Just say the first thing that pops into your mind. You sold me a crummy watch. I want my money back.
You know what you can do with that watch? Stick it up your ass.
Good.
It's a mystery! It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle inside an enigma! Don't you get it? Fuck, man!
It's still real to me, damn it.
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing.
Go ahead.
I want to get into it, man, you know.
Go ahead.
Like a sex machine, man.
Yeah.
Moving, doing it, you know.
Yeah.
Can I count it off?
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4. Get up.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
Stay on the scene.
Get on up.
Like a sex machine.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
Stay on the scene.
Get on up.
Like a sex machine.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
Stay on the scene.
Get on up.
Like a sex machine.
Get on up.
Wait a minute. Shake your arm. Then use your palm. Stay on the scene. Like a sex machine. You got to have the feeling. Sure as you're born. Get it together. Right on, right on. Get up.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
feeling. You got to get that. You give me fever and a cold sweat. The way I like it is the way it is. I got mine. Don't worry about his. Get up,
get on up.
Stay on the scene.
Get on up.
Like a sex machine.
Get on up.
Get up,
get on up.
Get up,
get on up.
Bobby, should I take him to the bridge?
Go ahead.
Take him on to the bridge.
Take him to the bridge.
Can I take him to the bridge?
Yeah.
Take him to the bridge.
Yeah.
Hit me now. Come on. Stay on the scene like a sex machine. The way I like it is the way it is. I got mine. Dig it. He's got his. Stay on the scene like a loving machine. Stay on the scene like a loving machine. Stay on the scene. I want to count it off one more time now.
Go ahead up.
You want to hit it like it did on the top, fellas? Hit it like it did on the top. Hit it now. loving machine. Get on up. Get up. Get on up. Taste. Get on up. A piano. Get on up. Taste. Get on up. A piano. Get on up. Get up, get on up, get up, get on up, stay on the scene, get on up, like a sex machine, get on up, you got to have the feeling, get on up, sure as you're born, get on up, get it together, right on, 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 get up, get on up, get up, get on up, and then shake your money maker, 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 shake your money maker. Get up, get on up, 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 get up, get on up.
The Ron and Fez show. James Brown, and the orchestra. I'm Ron and Fez.
Hiya, buddies.
Black Earl in today. What's happening, buddy?
I feel good now.
Yeah, you should feel good. All right, buddies. It's beautiful, beautiful spring day in New York City today.
I was walking past the park, and it looks like everything's starting to get in bloom. It gets that nice fluorescent green.
Well, you took off yesterday for the doctors, and me and the boys went out to lunch, and then they started to walk me home through Central Park yesterday, and it was quite an odd day. I'm not really that comfortable being out with our team, but Eastside Dave started modeling for Earl. As you know, Earl calls himself Snaps and sees himself as a photographer and was taking just picture after picture of Dave in the park.
Yeah, for some reason, Earl is the only one that gets pictures of Spider-Man for the Daily Bugle in this city.
Earl, I'm worrying about this kid from O&A. He's outside my window now. Don't look over. And just slapping the hell out of himself. And I just want to make sure he's okay.
Oh, is this Twitchell?
Yeah, but there's not a show even going on, and the kid looks kind of distressed.
It's his OCD's kicking in.
I understand that, but I think he took it up a notch here. I think it's... I'm just worried about him.
Through the studio window, it looked like he was doing the dance number to the James Brown.
Yeah, right, like he was really into it. All right, Ron and Fez show. I think Frenchie is stopping by today. Who else we got lined up? Mary Harron is going to be here today. She's stopping by. She's a director, and the new film that she has. And first of all, I'm a big fan of her for a couple of the past films that she did. She did the what was the shot? Andy Warhol. Yeah. I shot Andy Warhol, and also American Psycho. Her new film is out now.
The notorious Betty Page.
Betty Page seems to be very big with the kids. Kids love the Betty Page angle.
About the 50s pinup.
What else is happening today, Fezzy?
DNA testing in North Carolina that does not connect any member of the Duke lacrosse team with that stripper that was allegedly raped.
All right, Earl, do you owe me $100 now? I told you none of those white boys did it. And it always goes back to that Twana Brawley thing, time after time again.
But that only proves that
she raped herself.
How do you pull that one off?
But he had two doctors who said her injuries were...
Self-inflicted?
Not self-inflicted, but they were consistent with someone who has been sexually assaulted or raped.
Yeah, but she said it was by these 46 guys, right? When you go 0 for 46, I mean, that's fucking Denny Doyle at the plate time. You are really not impressing anyone. All right, Earl's got to take a knee over the Denny Doyle, and then we'll go back.
I haven't heard that name in 20 years.
Yeah, it goes back away. But, I mean, how does that happen, Earl? You got 46 guys supposedly at this party, right?
No, they tested the entire team, even guys who weren't even there, which is even odd.
Yeah. And again, these little rich boys, they all get in trouble together. And people have been walking past their house and, putting signs up. They come out with a bucket. They came out with a bucket and said, I want every one of you guys to spank into this bucket. They all did. Fezzy, over 2.5 gallons of man juice. They take it back. Nothing. Zero.
They should dump that bucket over the coach with this victory, like it's a Gatorade bucket.
The problem is it would take so long for it all to slide down. Anyway, the point here is, how do you go 0 for 46? Was it not a lacrosse team? Should the cross-country team be forced to spank?
Interesting enough, and it wasn't just any sort of semen sample they took. They took skin. They scraped underneath her fingernails in case of a struggle. They looked for any kind of DNA evidence. Some of their hair that might have been on her. Nothing.
So here's the deal with this. She was dancing at a party, correct?
Yes.
Hired to dance at a party, was happy to come there and dance at a party. At some point, she claims it turned into a gangbang. The kids have always said no, or they've never really given a...
I thought they didn't comment on it.
Yeah.
But now the DNA evidence is not linking any of them together.
To even having sex.
Yeah, not having sex, nothing. Like they weren't even in the same room with her. Like she danced at the wrong party.
Yeah, I think that maybe she's got the party confused. Here's Ryan. Ryan, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, they also, one of the kids took cell phone pictures of the girls when they first got there of their cell phone, and marks on her arm that she reported to the cops were already there on the pictures that are dated before the incident even happened. So she's saying...
All right, good point. Let me check with Earl here. Earl, a lot of times, do you think that the pimps would do this to her, then they show up in front of these rich idiots, and maybe get a couple bucks out of them? Was that the angle?
No, there was no evidence to prove that she was a prostitute. She was an exotic dancer, a mother of two, and I think she was a college student also.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
The Pittsburgh basketball team, this also happened about 3 years ago with the Pittsburgh basketball team.
Right.
Where that was another cell phone incident where the girl said that they raped her, and then afterwards they had it all on a video camera, and the girl was completely lying.
All right, here's what I'd point out. The most embarrassing part of that story is you play for the Pitt basketball team. Then you move on from there. These guys have got to start and understand this. You can't trust the girls that are hired to dance anymore, not to come over to your house.
Good point. See you, boys.
And they've taken a piece of Americana, and they've ruined it for everyone.
Now, I'm going to correct Earl on this one point of the story.
Please do.
They did not take DNA samples from everyone on the team. There was one member of the team that didn't have to give DNA samples. The one African-American member of the team, because she said she was raped by a group of white guys. So there's one guy that didn't give a sample left, and the first 46.
Earl, Fez, why turn this into a race thing? That part of it doesn't matter. And now Earl's feeling on the outside. I thought you were going to say the gay guy from the team didn't have to put up with it. Here's Kyle. Kyle, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie, Fezzy, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I just want to say, those guys probably didn't pay her because she probably was a shitty stripper, and that's why she's trying to sue them to get their money.
Earl, you still kind of you're still kind of agreeing with her in a Reverend Al way.
Yeah, I am agreeing with it.
Hold on, yeah.
Okay.
All right, let me go out, because I got your point, yeah. Something went wrong in the business transaction.
Yeah, something definitely happened. I mean, if two doctors and a nurse said her injuries were consistent with those someone who has been sexually assaulted or raped.
All right, but that, what I'm saying is it didn't happen at that party, right, according to the DNA?
No, yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
So at some point, she knows she accused 46 guys that didn't do this.
Well, the odd thing about the testing was they tested 46 out of 47 guys and I think half the team wasn't even there. They tested everyone.
Right, but here's what you got to go take this back, Earl. No one from the team did it. No one who was at the party did it, right?
Yes, according to the DNA evidence.
So she had to know she was making up that story going into it. So either she was raped before or after, and then made up this story about the rich kids.
Well, the other part is the kids, they never said, hey, we did not rape this woman. They're not saying anything at this point.
They don't have to.
But they're the accused. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones. They're fucking innocent until they're proven guilty. And the early evidence is nothing even fucking comes close.
Earl, you should do the Reverend Al gimmick where you just go to the community where these things happen and you just show up there all of a sudden just to offer support to the victim family.
And raise money.
Have a march or something. You should just start traveling around the country showing up at these gigs.
You got the look, you got the attitude, you would be perfect at this.
And then next thing you know, it's in the paper. Yeah. Black Earl arrives at Duke amongst protests. You always see those headlines.
Now, the thing that really disturbs me the most is just the... if someone had accused me of rape, I would have been like, you know what, I didn't rape anybody. I'm totally innocent, and the evidence will bring that out. But these guys haven't said anything.
You do what your lawyer tells you. And if your lawyer says to you, this is dog shit, the last thing you need to do is get your face in the paper and your face on the news, because down the road, people won't remember all the details, but you'll be somewhat infamous for this, and then you can't fucking shake it, Earl.
Yeah, but then there was also that email that the kid, what's his name, Ryan McFadden sent out.
Yeah.
Which they're claiming now was, they were referencing, oddly enough, American Psycho. And they were just saying, well, that was just a joke, and it was this and that, but...
Yeah, the email that went out after the party was one of the players sent out an email saying, I want to have some strippers over to my dorm room and kill them and skin them.
Well, we all talk that way. That's just like a fun thing. You can't fucking... Did the DNA match...
No.
You're the one, Earl, who came to me with it. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. This is 10 times better than anything OJ had. She's
tried on 46 gloves at this point.
Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Man, I smell cover-up. Duke is full of a bunch of rich little bastards that go there, and they all got rich fathers. How much money do you think it'd take in an investigator's hand, to maybe change the results, maybe even get DNA samples from different people, or... I mean, it wouldn't be hard to cover up, man.
So you're saying that your point is the police are corrupt?
It could be. I mean, money does make people do strange things.
All right, you're going to agree with that too, Earl?
Well, I don't know about the whole conspiracy angle from that aspect of it, but let's face it, athletics really drives that school. I mean...
What the hell does that have to do with it? Here's what always kills me. Even when evidence is brought up to you, right? Even when you get the evidence, you're still trying to keep accusing these guys. That's what fucking gets me.
That's what her attorney's doing right now. He's saying that even without any DNA evidence whatsoever, I can still get a conviction here. I can still prove this case.
Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got wrongfully accused of sexual assault.
Sure you did.
And my lawyer at the time told me to keep my mouth shut because they want to focus on the facts and not the personality, because the guy might be an asshole one way or the other.
Let me tell you, if you get caught with a joint, keep your fucking mouth shut. The last thing you want to start doing is doing what Earl's defense was, start screaming, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Like Fez has always said, nobody sounds crazier than the person who yells, I'm not crazy.
Right. Well, I got off. And
I bet you did, all over her.
And what the hell are you talking about? These guys are innocent. You got to look for whoever the hell raped this girl, did whatever to this girl.
Thank you. Something...
She might have had sex beforehand and say, listen, when you get in there, just say you got raped afterwards.
That is my point. Either something happened with her pimp daddy, whoever it was. Somebody banged her around. Then they say, look, now I want you to accuse these fucking mutts. We'll come up with some decent cash. They didn't blink. And here we are with this case.
Maybe she left off pissed off, because part of the story was that, they not only abused her, but were throwing the ethnic slurs at her. Maybe the ethnic slurs part was true, and she left pissed off looking for some revenge.
So she had someone rape her?
She had someone have sex with her.
No, it would have to be like rape sex, right? There's a big difference?
Yeah, the doctors have said that her injuries were... compatible to someone who's been sexually assaulted.
So you would have to go out of your way, not just to say, hey, let's have some sweet sex. You had to say, really, I want you to bang me around a little bit.
Some people do anything for revenge.
Here's Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I don't mean to stir up a pot here, but Earl, you sounded a little racist. There's no DNA evidence, but it's a bunch of rich white boys.
Well,
if I were saying that and the races were reversed, oh boy, would there be trouble in there.
You know, here's the thing that Earl doesn't stand, and this is the reverse racism that he's into right now. If the evidence were against these kids, but then the white people were going, yeah, but still, some women like it rough, or she asked to have it by 8 guys at the same time. If we kept acting like we were there, and we know, and we're just making stuff up, then that would be some racism involved. And Earl's going, even though the evidence is up there, and he's still not even going, well, let's wait and see. It's like, yeah, but the cops could be in on it. Or, you know how money is. You just keep trying to find stuff to make these guys guilty.
No, let's face it, these guys weren't choir boys. A third of the team had been cited on a variety of infractions.
So fucking what? Seriously, that drives me nuts. That's like saying, what kind of infractions?
I believe it was public drunkenness.
All right, they're in college. When you were in between 18 and 22, you were never fucking popped for being publicly drunk? That doesn't turn you into a rapist. How do you make that leap? If I fucking did that with you, Earl, and I started going, oh yeah, we picked up these kids for murder. Well, let's face it, they weren't, and they were all black kids. Oh, let's face it, they weren't choir boys. They've been busted before for underage drinking and stealing hubcaps and throwing and shit like that. That would be fucking lining these kids up to kill them if they were black. I don't see where you make the jump. Earl, I'm so glad you're not white, because you would be Archie Bunker. That's how bad your racism is.
And I wondered about this, though. The coach quit so quickly over this thing. Once the season got canceled, or suspended first, then canceled, he quit, and then it got canceled. It made me wonder if he knew something more than he was letting on, or at least saying.
You go sit next to Earl, then. You and Earl go sit next to each other. Here is Scott. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I'd like to know if... hello?
Yes.
Go ahead, Scott.
Okay, I thought you hung up on me. If that was a white girl and she was raped by Howard or Grambling, say, all-black football team, and, it was in the paper for 3 weeks, and then the DNA test, the same thing happened where the DNA test came back negative, Earl would be jumping up and down.
Earl would be doing one of those things where you're so happy you start running down the hall, and you start doing that fucking gimmick. Oh!
Where he just gets so thrilled beyond belief he can't contain himself. And then you all of a sudden can't understand what he's saying either.
Here's Bleacher Anthony. You're on Ron and Fez. How are you?
Hey, guys, you guys are talking about the whole reverse racism thing. How about these black kids in Harlem that ran against the white kid, and they were calling him Whitey, get Whitey. He runs in the street, he gets run over by a car. But Fat Nick defends his neighborhood and hits somebody with a bat, and they were trying to steal cars in the neighborhood, and, he's the biggest racist there ever was. It's such reverse racism bullshit.
That's when it turned into a hate crime, when Fat Nick was yelling out the racial slurs.
Yeah, but what about these kids in Harlem that just happened? They were, 5 kids in Harlem were chasing this NYU student, trying to rob him, saying, get Whitey. And now he just went to, they just arrested all the kids, and they said they're not going to charge him as a hate crime because they were just trying to rob him. I mean, that's bullshit.
What was he doing up there? Buy crack?
I guess he had a friend from NYU that he was going to play video games with or something, and he went up there and he was giving money to a homeless guy, and the next thing you know, these 5 kids are trying to rob him. They chase him into the street, he gets hit by a car.
Yeah, I remember I used to go up to Harlem to help homeless guys too. I would go up there and just do whatever I could do to help them out.
Off to your charity work again?
Yeah,
It's 2 a.m.
Well, I'll be home as soon as the light hits me, that's for sure. Here's Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you?
What's up, Joe?
What's cracking?
Yeah.
Earl, why would you make that assumption to just accuse the lacrosse team? If you had said the basketball team, then you could have said cover-up. This was lacrosse. Lacrosse has never been a popular sport to want to get a cover-up for.
Well, they were the number 2 ranked team in the country.
And you know how many people show up at the games of the number 2 ranked lacrosse team? Their parents and a couple of girlfriends. It's not a big sport, Earl. If anything, it's sapping money out of that school.
Maybe that's why the season was canceled, just to cut costs back in athletics. Now we don't have to pay for any road lacrosse trips in the lacrosse bus.
All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Am I the only one who thinks innocent till proven guilty? Is that just fucking chucked out the window? Is that just forgotten about?
Nobody thinks innocent until proven guilty anymore.
Why not, though? Why not? How come no one ever sees themselves in the place of the defendant? They always see themselves as part of the mob with torches, and we're going to get these guys.
It's funner to be part of the lynching, I guess, than to be the lynched. Obviously.
Here is Jack. Jack, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's going on?
Hey, buddy.
Earl, your conspiracy theory is out the window. Two things. First, possibility that she said, okay, I'll do 3 of you guys for X amount of dollars, but 3 more showed up and she got pissed off and screamed rape. Second, the police chief for that town is black, also along with the mayor. So are they covering up for Whitey too, or what, Earl?
How do you get that, Earl?
Well, again, I'm going based on...
How'd they get elected?
I know what you're going on. 1962. That's what you're fucking going on.
No, I'm going based on, again, what 2 doctors and the attending nurse said.
All right, why don't you go on this? The fucking DNA scientists say it was nobody in this place. 46 guys. Not one of them could be connected. Did this girl have rough sex or was she raped? Yes. Everybody agrees to that, right?
Yep.
Yes. Now, do you not believe in DNA? Is that where we are now? Or do you think that the corruption is so bad? That's the next question.
I believe in the DNA, Ronnie.
Earl, it's up to you.
No, yeah.
I can't leave here with a hung jury with you. I've got to turn you around.
Okay, I got to be... you know what? DNA is DNA. It has to... If that was the case, you know what? Then at least with these 46 guys, you know... I'm just saying something happened.
Not with them, though.
Not with them.
Right.
Okay.
So that's all we fucking care about at this point. Now I would go back if I was the cop and go, look, honey, something happened to you. It didn't happen here. Where did it happen? And then, you know how I would solve the case, Fez?
How would you do that?
Numbers. You just use numbers, like on CBS, Friday nights at 10.
So far, the only number we have is 46.
I would extrapolate numbers. I'd go back to the brother. I fucking still have a feeling it's him. Out of that whole thing, one brother did it, and she blamed the other 46 guys. So, Earl, you came around.
You turned me around, Ronnie.
Good. Then I'm going to take 2 minutes and let you apologize to white America, and I'll just stand back. Go ahead, Earl.
Where are you from? America, preferably of the
white America.
Of the Caucasian persuasion. I apologize for wrongfully accusing.
It's too late. You don't know the pain that we went through. You don't know what it's like, Earl, to grow up and you hear the term cracker thrown at you. Ouch. Honky.
We apologize. I apologize for calling you a cracker and honky and...
Honky is the one that hurt me because that's the nasal thing, and you know that was extra stinging.
And I apologize for the 46 white members of the lacrosse team for...
now they don't have a... They don't have a season. Now they can't go on. This could fuck it up so they won't even play pro lacrosse.
Dreams are ruined, Earl. Thanks a lot. And your apology was 35 seconds at best. Not even the 2 minutes.
I sincerely apologize for the false accusations of a very serious charge of rape and sexual assault. And as a representative of Black America, I apologize.
You know what? Why will we listen to James Brown at the beginning of the show? Tomorrow I want to hear the Beach Boys. I'm going to force you at gunpoint to open the show with the Beach Boys.
Can we hear Surf's Up?
No. And nothing that they've ever done with Stevie Wonder. That's not going to happen. Fezzy, look who showed up. It's our little friend, Frenchie.
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
Hi, Frenchie. Back in the city, huh?
Yes.
Where were you last night? Staying with a friend?
Don't kiss and tell.
Look at
Just
her.
show and tell.
She comes in, Fezzy, with that look, too. Freshly, as they would say.
There's a glow.
Yeah. No comment.
She's freshly powdered, if you will. Well, you're wearing this bootleg Ron and Fez shirt, too,
Bootleg from ronfez.net. I got it at the McFadden's gig.
It's a cutie. It's just, I guess, who did this one?
I think Fluffernutter did it.
Fluffer did.
Yeah.
And it's that thing they does with me and Fez as little kids, and then we're laying on a woman's breast that looks like we're each pinching one, Fez. We use it as pillows.
Yeah, we're tweaking a nipple there on each side.
Using them as pillows and tweaking them with your hands.
Here's the problem. That lacrosse team, I don't want anybody accused.
That's what Fluff should do with that shirt. Just put those lacrosse nets in our hands.
How quick do you think before people forget this whole story, Fez? How quick before people go, what are they, crabbing? Is that what they're doing there?
This thing was forgotten before the words D and were let out in this last news report. This thing was already gone away.
Hey, Ray, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Ron. Hey, you know what? They should go back and DNA test the black guy. Because you know what? He's probably been, frying the chicken and opening the doors for those guys. And,
All right,
see,
Ray, there's never been a fucking point where this was going to get laughs. There's never been a point. It just really lowers yourself.
I'm going to call in Ron and Fez. I got the number, 866-RON-0-FEZ.
Here's
My boyfriend
Frenchie.
just walked in.
Yeah, look who it is. It's come on back in here, bro. Bronx Johnny, you had a little crush on him.
Yeah,
huh?
but since then I've heard that he likes black chicks.
Is that right? You only like black chicks?
Nah, man. I'm you and I'm open to anything, man.
I have a baby's daddy. I'm sorry, Fezzy. I have a baby's daddy, though.
Yeah.
That helps me.
That might help. Now, have you ever dated a white girl?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, what mainly?
Huh?
Mainly it's black chicks?
Nah, basically I'd say more white chicks, actually.
No, and how about Latin chicks?
Every once in a while.
Yeah. Chinese? You ever
Nah,
been with an Asian?
never.
That's fantasy for most guys.
I know. I have, and you really have to tilt one way. And I'm not just, I don't want to come across the wrong way, but you got to tilt them to the left. Which is fine.
That's what you're into.
Here's Bob. Bob, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Ron.
Yes.
I'm deeply offended. I'm deeply hurt. I want to know how I collect reparations for being a white boy and a cracker.
All right, yeah. Earl, would you ever think there should be reparations for white people?
They already got reparations. They own the damn country. What do you expect?
We had to take it, though, didn't we?
Yeah, yes.
We showed up the same time as you. We all came here together.
Yeah, but you guys had the upper hand on us. We were on the bottom of the boat the last time I remember.
What, fresh air? That is about it.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work went into building this country. You'd think there'd be some dividends.
Here's Alex. Alex, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, God bless the blowhard. Now, why don't they just polygraph her, and if she fails, they cut her tongue out?
All right, this is Radio Shark. And that's your joke, Shark?
No, this is Alex.
Yeah, all right,
Got a polygrapher.
All right, thanks. I talked to a blowhard late into last night, and I do want to say something. This is a very nice man, and he feels like he's coming across wrong, and he wants more opportunities for us to see other parts of the blowhard.
Oh, there's more than one side to blowhard.
Yeah, there's more than one side, and he feels like Fez has painted him into this blowhard character, and what he likes to do is talk about old school and what life was like in the past, and he doesn't get the opportunity to do that anymore, and he's being painted as a racist.
Huh. That's one coat, though, of paint.
But he's a good man, you know that.
I know he's a good man.
He's been talking that way for years, though.
Yes, he has been. But
Yeah.
what he doesn't want is to pay the price for those opinions. So, he's a good guy, and next time, I want to talk about candy that you can get in the 1960s. There was belly whoppers. Oh my God, we go in with a nickel, we leave with 52 belly whoppers. And cartoons. Popeye used to be on. And then we'll do a break like that, and he'll feel good about himself.
Still wants his Dodgers back?
Yes, the Brooklyn Dodgers. You like to discuss that. No one ever brings up the name Gil Hodges anymore. He wants to get that thrown around a little bit.
Thought Duke Snyder was the most underrated center fielder of all time.
Absolutely. He just happened to be playing at the same time with two really great guys in the league. That's the only real difference.
I never knew there were so many layers to the blowhard.
Yeah, there are. There's different layers.
He's multidimensional.
Yeah. Here is Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey, Earl, as an intelligent black man, how can you believe that O.J. was still innocent when the DNA proved him guilty, yet you still want to believe these guys are guilty when the DNA proves them innocent?
No, I want to clear something up about O.J. I thought O.J. didn't do it alone. There was no doubt that O.J. did it. I've always said that he had to have had help in these murders along the way. Just physically, he couldn't have done it. And
Are you accusing Black Panthers?
No, I'm just saying, whether it was AC or somebody, he had help.
It was the Southern Cal lacrosse team.
So your problem with the whole thing is that there weren't enough people accused.
Yeah, they went. It should have been OJ. You should have
Black or white people accused, Earl.
It still had to be a conspiracy for you. You still have to go back to that it wasn't OJ acting alone.
No, I'm just saying OJ had to have had a co-conspirator in that murder.
Were they white or black?
I'm guessing it was AC, his best friend.
All right, let's go back to the beginning part of this, and that's the DNA. At that point, it was like really one of the first cases where DNA got brought up a lot. And the defense lawyers did a great job of going, it's a tiny little speck. Look at it. It's so little. Why would anybody say anything about that tiny little speck? And they were able to beat the shit out of it. I don't think they could get away with that same defense now because of the years that have gone by when that's all they seem to need anymore.
Yeah, before we just had Dennis Fung.
Yeah.
And, like you said, why aren't there buckets of OJ's blood if he had cut himself?
Here's Rusty Knife. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, this whole lacrosse thing, I think Bronx Johnny needs to be DNA tested. What's happening with a dildo?
All right, let me check with Bronx Johnny. Johnny, and I want you to be honest here, and this is a safe place.
Yes, Papa Steve.
How many gang rapes have you been involved in?
None.
Now, I know that to get into the gang, you beat them down. To get out of the gang, they have to be beat out, right?
Yeah.
Or beat off. How many times that went down?
None.
Hey, did you guys see this thing in Canada with this motorcycle gang?
No, I've not seen this.
What is the name of the game? It's like the Banderos, some kind of a crazy name. But 8 guys killed on a farm up there. And then they finally found out it's the rest of the guys in the motorcycle gang. Somehow these guys fucked something up. What is the name of this club? I'm trying to think of, like the Banditos? Something along those lines.
Banderos?
I don't think it's Banderos. Now I'm back to Banditos, like Frito Bandito. I'm not sure, though.
Los Boricuas? No, that was from the old WWF.
Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, look, I'm in North Carolina right now,
I got my own
and just
radio
outside of Durham. And I'm so tired of these guys being labeled as guilty. And now the liberal-ass media, as soon as the DNA comes out that everybody's, none of them match the DNA, you don't hear another thing about it.
It's on the fucking front page of the paper, so stop with that.
No,
Everybody has reported the story all the way through, or else how would we be talking about it?
The TV sets we have on in here, the news scrolls, have not stopped with it all morning.
This is all I'm saying. It was top news every time, 12
It
o'clock
still is.
news.
It's all over the goddamn place.
Not in North Carolina.
Stop being stupid.
The only news in the Carolina papers are when the parade starts today. When do we all meet for the celebration and the big party?
Woohoo! Here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Earl, what about Susan Smith, the white woman that said that said a black guy kidnapped her kids? We found out that she drowned her kids later on.
Well, she was lying, obviously, and there was no DNA linkage.
My point.
And the runaway bride. The runaway bride, too.
Yeah. What happened? Oh, yeah, she said her brother grabbed her.
Yep.
Yeah.
A brother.
She said it was a Hispanic guy.
Yeah, that's...
We're the white guys now.
Yeah.
Everybody should call in now. Let's hear what they got to say about that.
Yeah, these things happen. I mean, we call it reverse racism, but really, isn't it the same thing? It's just racism. Now, what happens tomorrow is something else will come out, and then we'll all have to fucking apologize to Earl. But Earl, I'll be willing to do it. I will be willing to do it.
Didn't Tawana Brawley back in the 80s say she got raped by some white guys, though?
Yes, and here's the thing, and I didn't bring her up because that's Earl's first cousin. So I don't want to add to any embarrassment, but the shit that was rubbed on her was Earl's, and it was all in fun. It wasn't meant as a bad.
It all happened at the Douglas Bromley family picnic.
And she was my second cousin, not my first.
That doesn't make it all right.
Yeah. Second cousin for black people is closer than Irish twins. Believe me, Earl. When you people with family, you're a lot more than we are.
I know Scott Peterson's family, his mom and dad, they're putting out a $250,000 reward to find the real killer of Lacey Peterson.
For $250,000, I'll frame Bronx Johnny right now. I will.
I'll go with you.
I will get a hold of Photoshop Mike, and I'll have pictures of Bronx Johnny in a boat out there.
Couldn't you technically just call in and say, her husband, Scott Peterson, did it, where's my money?
They mean someone other than their son.
That wasn't in the deal.
Wade, you're on Ron and Fez.
Viva la raza, Ronnie.
Yeah, buddy.
You were talking about the biker killings up here, man.
I was.
The bike gang's called the Banditos, originally out of Texas.
Right.
And they're saying that it was a internal cleansing of the organization.
So 8 guys whacked.
Yep, 8 of them. Yep.
But then here's what I don't understand about this bike gang. So it's one thing to do that. It's out in a farm in the middle of nowhere, right?
Well,
why would you leave the guys there in the car? Why wouldn't you get rid of the bodies like we do here in the States?
There is outside of London, which is about a 500,000 population.
Right.
It was 15 kilometers from the head of the bike gang's house. And now they're pinning it all on them. They have the 5 of them arrested for this deal.
But they just left these guys, you know, sitting out there. And I was like,
cars.
When I was a little kid, my dad always said this to me. He goes, no head, no hands, no case. Always clean up.
So
always
wise.
clean up after yourself.
Boy,
So
it sounds like laziness.
Well, they had them in 4 cars, 2 in each car.
Well, it definitely doesn't
stuck
seem
out in a farm field.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like a planned deal. It really doesn't. Here's Bobby. Bobby, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's shaking, guys?
Nada, man.
I don't know. Hey, listen. It all boils down to one thing. We're talking about a bunch of fucking people who lived in a continent at one time that was surrounded by water. Okay?
What's
They
he
put them
talking
on
about?
fear factor. They can't fucking swim. They can't win the fucking 50 G's.
You know, if there's ever a time that you can be amusing with any kind of race stuff, I'll be the first to laugh. But it has to be amusing. It has to be funny. David, you're on Ron and Fez.
Go ahead, David.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Yeah.
I just want to let Earl know not to blame the white guys for what the white women do with who they blame for their crimes. Because we've been trying to tell y'all they were crazy, and y'all are still all
All right,
over it.
this is a good point. And if we want to bring the races together, we really can when we think that we all have trouble with women. Frenchie, you've got to at least admit to this. A lot of time you people accuse.
I'll admit that we're crazy.
Yes. You're out of your fucking mind.
Yes, I'll admit to that.
We can't understand you. We don't know what you want. I mean, even your fiance, Bronx Johnny, is in a situation. You're afraid to say anything in front of her, Johnny.
Yeah.
Do you understand her, Bronx Johnny?
Yeah, I kind of do, I guess.
You think you still kind of dig him now that you had a chance
Yeah,
to meet him?
I think he is cute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It doesn't mind. You don't mind the fact that he wears that hat tilted off all the time? You know?
I like that.
Yeah.
I like the ghetto gear.
Why don't, Johnny, you speak Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell her how lovely she looks in your native tongue?
Don't say anything nasty bad because bad about me because I'll probably understand it.
Te ves bien hermosa.
Where's that come from, Earl? Has that made you mad, Johnny?
Not really. It's all right.
What is that?
Earl is acting like he's sitting in the middle of some fucking Tijuana flea market.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Oh, man.
What was it that you said to her, Bronx Johnny?
She looks very beautiful.
Gracias.
Gracias, amigo.
Hey.
Gracias.
That means thank you.
Did you show up yesterday for the marches, Johnny?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was really packed. I was kind of shocked because when I first got there, I didn't think too many people were going to show up, but it just filled up quick.
Yeah. It was really packed here in New York City. I was going to go down, as you know, and then I thought to myself, no, why not take a bicycle trip through Spanish Harlem? Just feel like I could finally see the neighborhood and feel safe at the same time.
And the streets just deserted. Estimates up to 120,000 at the New York protest in that demonstration.
Here is Jack. Jack, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, thank you for upgrading the show. Bronx Johnny's on it. I don't have to listen to Dave and that big Earl. Earl, listen, this is what's keeping the black man down. The attitude that when something goes wrong with the white man, you guys always say the white man did it, the white man did it. You will never, what will happen first, Earl? You will see a Spanish president, a black president, or a woman president. Which one do you think?
All right, that's an interesting thing all around together. In the middle of all of his stupid talk, he came up with a question that we could all ponder a little bit. What is coming first? And Fez, luckily enough, and you know I have you here, so I'm going to put this up too. Will we have a woman president first? Will we have a Latin president, a black president, or a gay president? And each one of you will have the opportunity to make your case.
Why did I get pointed at?
Bisexual woman.
A bisexual woman.
And a hot one.
And by the way, you know what I call that? A woman. That's my own personal thing.
Me
Am
too.
I right, John? Am I right, Johnny?
Very much agree.
I'm right too.
You with me, buddy?
Yeah, boy.
All right.
I agree.
All right, Earl, I'm going to let you go first. Which one do you think we're going to have first?
I will say a woman.
Really?
Yes.
Before a Latin male, before a black male, or a gay male?
Yes, a woman president first.
Fezzy, what do you think?
I think we will have a black president first.
Is that right?
Yes.
You got anybody in particular?
I think it's probably one of the up-and-comers, like Barack Obama, like a Harold Ford, one of those guys.
Gerald Ford, Fez, and he's white. He just had a stroke, that's all.
I think that voters in this country would be more willing to cross a race threshold than a gender threshold.
What do you think, Frenchie?
I think a woman.
Yeah?
Yeah, just because all those red states, I don't think that they're going to...
They're going to be comfortable with a black guy?
Right.
And nobody's sticking up for the Latins. What do you think? I mean, if anything, in the last couple of days, we see that the people are becoming bigger and bigger voting bloc. What do you think?
I would probably say a Latin, judging from the way these came out and everything.
Right. They're not nationals. They can't be president.
God.
Yes, they are. Earl, I'm telling you right now, you're going to get your ass kicked. Johnny doesn't fucking play games. So you think it's definitely going to be a Latin, right?
I would hope so.
Fez, you're going black. And where were you on this one, Earl?
I said woman.
Yeah.
Woman first.
You got a woman in mind?
I would probably say... just because they hate her so much, I think they will probably go with someone like a Condoleezza Rice before they go with a Hillary.
So you would have both. It would be a tie. It would be a black bisexual woman, which would be perfect.
Now, the Hispanic president, the Latino president, we got that Sunday night on West Wing when Jimmy Santos was elected president. In a very tight race.
Didn't I do comedy with a guy named Jimmy Santos?
Oh, Jimmy Smits. Santos is his character's name.
Here is,
I'm a nut.
Jeremy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was going to say, I do believe it's probably going to be a male. It'll probably be a Republican. But, first of all, it'll be a mulatto mongrel class of president.
Did you feel like you had the impression down? No. Wasn't that good. Here's Corey, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Corey, go ahead.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, bub.
I just wanted to say that it couldn't be a Mexican president because there's not enough legal ones to vote for him.
And did you think I was going to get a big laugh?
Not really.
Well, you tried. You put it out there. Here is Black Bart. Black Bart, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Black Bart, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, just as a black person, it's okay sometimes when I get away from the attitudes of black women and like, have a girlfriend that's white, but it's always a bad idea to just go sleeping around willy-nilly with white women. Even if you're a superstar basketball player to a fat comedian from New York, it's always a bad idea.
All right, he's got an interesting concept there, Fez. He's got an interesting concept. Here's Anthony. Anthony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ronnie, you seem to be going off on my Italians a little bit lately. How come you haven't thrown them in this little poll?
Will we have an Italian president? I'm going to vote no on that because of the Catholic angle. It's more of a Catholic thing, an anti-Catholic thing, than it is an anti-Italian thing.
I don't. Why is the Catholic so bad?
I was raised Catholic myself. It's the Protestants don't trust Catholic. What did you grow up learning about them, Fez?
I was always, like, my mother always told me how she was scared to death of Catholics, almost like it was a voodoo-type religion, and that's the way she was taught.
Here's one of the things, Anthony, that came out, and this happened with John Kennedy, right? That they said that he owed his allegiance to Rome and not to the United States because the Pope is not an American, and we follow the Pope.
and yet we have George Bush, who is kowtows to the religious right. Worse than any
Yes, but
president.
they're Americans. They have their own kind of American church. Crap. I am not doing this to you, Anthony. I am explaining the way the world works. John Kerry ran for president. The Catholics would not get behind John Kerry. Didn't happen. Catholics are just like, please, keep us under the radar now. All right, let's take a break here. We'll be right back. Ron and Fez.
In the year 2025, due to a massive climate change and constant encouragement from special ed teachers, special needs citizens of every continent were able to take over the planet.
If retards ruled the world.
We are now in charge of the whole planet, plus America. You have to do what we say, and no more teasing.
Retards running the world. It's like something out of a bad dream.
And we're forced to answer their every whim. Today I had to give a retard another birthday party. It's his third one this week.
You're lucky. They got me trying to build a house out of marshmallow peeps. Then they get mad when it falls down. Fucking retards.
And starting tonight, we get to crawl in bed with you anytime there is thunder outside or other scary things. And maybe we could build a tent with some blankets.
Why don't we just make a run for it?
We'd never make it. They're too fast.
That's right. I forgot about all those years of them walking around on their tiptoes. It's like trying to outrun a kangaroo.
Hey, you mister, right there. I need your help now.
Who, me?
Yeah, I have a special job for you.
If it's trying to teach you how to ride a bike again, you can forget it.
No, this is better. I need you to cut my toenails. They're too long and they keep tearing my socks. See?
Oh, God, they're hideous. Your toenails look like big, thick, disgusting Ruffles potato chips.
I like potato chips.
No way am I doing this.
You will do it or you will pay the price.
Forget it, retard.
I warned you. Now you have to play the tickle game with me. Come on, tickle my belly. Tickle my belly.
What?
Just do it, man. It'll get you out of cutting those toenails. Here, let me pull my shirt up.
Oh, your stomach. It's so fat and hairy. And your belly button smells like an open sewer.
Tickle me now.
It's a madhouse. A madhouse.
If retards ruled the world.
Yeah, it's the Ron and Fez show.
Want to thank the guys at FullBlownAIDS.com sending over some gifts for me and Ronnie yesterday. Nice sweatshirt, nice bathrobe, all with the Full Blown AIDS logo embroidered on them.
I want to point this out from about FullBlownAIDS.com. This is not a medical site. I mistakenly sent a few people there that were looking for help. Not a medical site at all.
No. It's a site where you can check out what's going on with O&A and Ron and Fez. And, yeah, there's very little, even compassion, never mind medical help.
Well, when you say O&A and Ron and Fez, it's O&A and Ron and Fez. O&A and Ron and Fez. But thank you very much for the gifts. That was very nice of you. Did you get anything, Earl?
No.
I want to get you a sickle cell sweatshirt then. If something so everybody on the show will have it. Also, a little congratulations, Fezzy, to a good friend of ours. Gwyneth Paltrow had her second child. Of course, the first one, Apple. And for some reason, that drove the world insane, right? The name Apple. This one, I guess you tried to bring it down a little bit, and they named it Moses.
Moses Martin.
Yeah. Now, what do you think of the name
Did they
Moses?
really?
Yeah. It's kind of, you don't like it at all, Frenchie?
No, it's like sacrilegious.
For Moses?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's not like we worship Moses.
I don't know. It just sounds.
Earl, the name Moses comes up quite a bit in the black community, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's, we're really big into the biblical names, too.
Yeah,
you know,
like Jesus.
No, that's Jesus. That's Bronx Johnny.
2 Corinthians.
Well, my family is to Satan. Pops up time and time again. I don't know how far we get into it. People give out these wacky names for their kids, and then the kid has to live with it forever. That's the thing.
And I think that's what Gwyneth is up to. I don't think, like, Moses was, like, her favorite name, or it's like a family name. I think after Apple, Gwyneth really thought, what can I do to just be extra different? And Moses comes up.
You know, people only look at Gwyneth for doing that, but if you notice, so many young people are doing it with their kids where they're going, I want a name that nobody else has. When we were younger, you would be named after an uncle or a grandfather or whatever. Now, they just keep going further and further away till nobody has it.
I'd like to name my
First of all, is it a joke, Dave?
No, this is something that I've been thinking about for a long time.
No, I want you to swear to God that you mean it.
I will swear to God, and I'll try to impregnate my chick to make it happen, but I will have this done.
You are Roberto.
That's his chick.
I would like to name my son Couch. And I know that, okay, it's a big joke. Everything that... No.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I know.
It's a big joke. Everything that...
No, everybody says to make fun of Dave.
No, but I think it would be like a modern version of Butch. I think it's very masculine, a couch, and it's got like Kevin with Butch
here's what I
and an
understand.
ow in it, so it's like he'd be an ass kicker.
But I want you to understand this. When the name Butch is a nickname, no one actually has to have the name Butch on their license.
What about the kid from Little Rascals?
Yes, that's a nickname for him. Yeah.
And that's a movie.
Yes. But why do that with his what used to be called Christian name? Why do you want the teacher to call him Couch?
No confusion. Let's get started. First of all, you know, I don't want to have to rely on someone else to have to nickname my kid.
You can nickname.
What if he ends up looking like you, Dave?
I know.
And then call him Couch?
It's going to be the Ruby Puby, the Fire Crotch, and this will avoid all of that.
Yeah.
And people will go, whoa. Couch.
Yeah, the right
What's
couch.
Up, couch. Yeah.
I don't understand where you make the connection of Couch as being a tough-sounding name.
Well, because think about it here, Fez. Like Kevin, a nice American name. Ow. 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 He's hitting me. And then Butch. Ow. Butch. Couch.
Why not call him Kevin, Al, or Butch?
First of all, you could just go with Ouch.
Lazy
and then
boy.
Kevin and Ouch.
Well, I want...
yeah, if he's short, the other kids are going to call him Ottoman. That's what I worry about.
Ouch is a little foreign sounding to me. Ouch. That's a foreign sounding name to me. But Couch, it has that good cuss sound that's very American to me.
Let me ask you this on your theory, Dave.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a couch?
Oh, yeah. We've got 3 of them.
They're big, they're fat, they're fluffy, they're soft.
What are couches? They're also strong and comfortable and something that you can lean on, like my little baby boy, Couch.
Here's Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, what's up?
Yeah.
Fezzy, who were you named after?
I was the son of a Shriner.
Is that how you ended up with that name?
Yeah, that's how I got the Fez name.
I always thought you were named after your Uncle Todd. All right, 866 Ron Zero Fez.
Never.
866 Ron Zero Fez. I don't understand it. Are you really going to do this?
Yeah, I am.
Have you consulted your girlfriend?
Yep. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to have kids. And if I have a daughter, possibly we'll go with a little spatula, because it's kind of like Julia. Spatula. I'm serious, man. Ronnie.
Why don't you name him what we call you behind your back, White Raccoon Eyes? He's the only person I never knew that had white circles under his eyes.
It's just hurtful, really. And this is where,
I know.
And this is why Couch would be. People would be so distracted by the names, Couch, and here's his little sister, Spatula, that they would just be completely freaked out, and no one would be able to make fun of them anymore.
You wonder why sometimes I like to hurt you.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to take it personal. I just do it to see the expression on your face. To see that pained expression is the only reason why I would ever say anything mean.
All right, well,
it's a payoff every time.
Doesn't really make me feel better now that I think about it.
Whatever. Here's Phil. Phil, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
What's up? If this guy has a twin, is he going to name Lovesty?
See, that's the problem. Everything's going... When you name a kid Couch... maybe you forget being a little kid, but you might as well name that kid, hey, other kids, kick me until I bleed, because we look for a fucking excuse.
No one's going to be wanting to rough up a couch. Who would want to rough up a couch in
want
general?
To find somebody on the outside. We had a kid in my neighborhood. He had leg braces. We beat him until he fell into a coma, only because his knees didn't work properly. Now looking back on it, there was no reason. But when you're a child and you're in a pack of boys, you look for weakness. And God forbid it's a name. It doesn't matter what happens to me. When I named my kid, I was like going over, all right, does that rhyme with piss? What, you know what I mean? You got to go through everything and think, how will they turn this fucking name on this kid?
You don't think that little children would look at that and see that it's cool? And if they don't, then maybe you're onto something else. Maybe I could name my son Megatron or something from the Transformers. That would work.
That would actually be better.
Better.
Yeah, that would be better than naming him after a piece of furniture of any kind.
Fine, Megatron McDonald it is.
Why not just call him Ronald McDonald like the kids called you? You're gonna get either a Ronald McDonald or an old McDonald.
I wouldn't get. I got Kid Ron. Because I was a kid's version of Ronald McDonald, so that was one of the nicknames.
Really nice.
Hey, Kid Ron.
Yeah, it's real fucking helpful.
I beat this kid, though. I beat this kid, Brian.
Your imaginary friend? Did you beat your imaginary friend up?
I won't say his last name on the air.
Now we're getting a dream phase.
Yeah.
No, I did. In
Dave,
third
wake
grade.
up. You had a dream that you had one good childhood day.
In third grade, Michael Percy right in the mouth for killing Kid. No one called me Kid Ron again. And I became
What they
bigger.
call you instead? Firecrotch?
Kid Ron! That's just fucking hideous. Seriously.
It is what it is. I am who I am.
Why didn't they just call you Frex? Leave it at that. Davy Frex.
You know, this doesn't help at all.
Hey, I noticed you're wearing the New York Yankee thing opening day today in New York.
Donnie Baseball number 23.
You going to the game?
No, my parents are.
No, at the Nationals game in Washington, D.C., the opening pitch will be thrown out by Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney.
Wow, that's will that pass even the mound?
Excellent. It just seems like Monty Burns attempting to do something physical.
That is a wrist waiting to break.
Here's Randy. Randy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Big S307, buddy.
Way to go, old school.
I just want to know how Dave could actually give a normal name to a piece of wood, yet an actual human being is coming up with the stupidest names ever.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And then yesterday he's like, oh, he wants to give his dog like a guy's name, like Bill.
Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'd love to call my dog Bob, just nice and simple. Hey, Bob.
My cat's
Bob.
Charlie.
Oh, the other day, yesterday, Fez and Earl and Dave and I were walking through Central Park. So we stop almost at the end of the park, and we sit at the bench, we're talking, I'm having a smoke. So some woman just finishes jogging and starts to do her cool down, her stretching. The whole time I got Earl next to me. I mean, on one side, just hiding his eyes.
Yeah.
Dave on the other side doing it. That's it, baby. I'm not kidding you. Uh-huh. She knows exactly what she's doing. Yeah. Stretch it out. Stretch it out for Kid Ron. Yeah. Oh, perfect, yes. Perfect. Naughty girl. This fucking went on. Am I lying, Earl, for 20 minutes?
No, that's why I was hiding my eyes, because it's a radio. Obviously, we're on the radio, but he was doing this also with his hands. He was just kind of like rubbing his hands.
Yeah.
Did you get any film on that?
And just
Did you get a shot at it? I made him take so many pictures of Dave yesterday. One where Dave was up holding on to that. What's the dog in Central Park, Fez, that all the kids like?
Oh, Balto?
Yeah, whatever his name is, right? He has to take those pictures, and I'm going, get a picture over here. Dave is climbing trees. He's waving, right? Finally, Earl screams at me, "These are 55 cents a picture, and I'm ruining them."
He just had this goofy look on his face.
Yeah, but now you have the Kid Ron coffee book.
The kids were amazed, by the way, when I was brushing the dog's teeth with my finger.
Yeah.
All the little children looked up and was like, oh, look at that!
So after Dave gets up next to Balto, two other kids get up, right? And he's like this to me. Watch this, they will never get down. It is so difficult to get down. He was up like maybe 4 or 5 feet. The kids just fucking climb down like they don't have a care in the world.
They were like little monkeys. Yeah. I had no idea how to do it. It was it was like a...
people are so scared of black people.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And that's why you shouldn't have couch or spatula.
Hey, Travis, or I don't know what the hell your name is. I can't even read it up here. How you doing, buddy? You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey.
Hello?
Yes, how are you? You're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yeah.
You were talking about names. I don't know if you said mine or not, but I've had to live with the name of Tanis.
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 Now, what does that even mean? It's like tennis?
I have no idea. My mom and dad just wanted an original name. That's what they came up with.
How old are you, Tanis, if I may ask? Because if you are
35.
Oh no, because in Raiders of the Lost Ark, one of the secret burials of the Ark is the lost city of Tanis.
Can I ask you a question? Can I have a show that you don't bring up Raiders of the Lost Ark? Can there be one show where I don't have to hear about that?
Why you name your kid Ark?
It can't be a coincidence, Tanis. You're named after the Ark, pal.
I guess so. I guess I'll live with that.
That's cool.
I just lived with it for a while.
All right. What about your kids? What are you going to name them?
I have 4 kids, and I have 2 daughters, and one of them I named Breezy.
Oh,
and
why?
My other daughter is Teal.
Now, do they ever pull up her dress and go get a little breezy under there? I mean, you got to watch out for these things, especially if you've got a daughter. They're always looking for things. Now, why Teal?
Well, it was like Bree, you know. My ex-wife used to like the name Bree, and I just thought, oh no, we'll just make it even a little more original, and we'll just name her Breezy.
And you like Wheezy from the Jeffersons.
You know, there's only one way to go through life in this naming your kids. Mary, Joe, Nick, Paul. Just fucking let them fall into the crowd. That's what you want to do when you're a kid. You want to fit in. You want the same sneakers, the same pants. You want to stay low until you make it to 18. That's all you're looking for.
Not me, Mr. B. I'm going to create a bunch of little movers and shakers out there. Spatula, couch, maybe a little Gargamel running around.
Please don't.
Here's Marty. You're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I got a question. When Eastside beat up that kid in the 3rd grade, was it a JV beat up?
No, his name was Brian Percy.
It was
Was it a JV beat up? Because
Oh,
you are known as you brag about things. Later we'll find out it was junior varsity.
It might have been the 1st grade.
And did Roberto beat him up?
Yeah. Was your older brother pinning his arms back? No, did your brothers ever help you beat somebody up before?
I don't think so. They kind of found it funny if I got beat up and stuff.
See, my brother would find it funny to beat me up, but if anybody else in the neighborhood beat me up, it was like, come on, let's go. Let's fucking go. And I had to sit there while you pinned them back and kick somebody.
My older brothers were...
You say what you get. You say what happens.
And I'm just thinking to myself, what's the difference? I'm going to go home and get beat up by you anyway. What does it matter who gets away with it?
Yeah, my older brothers were like 9 and 8 years older than me, so it was just totally different spectrums. I never really went to school with them,
right?
And 4 years older than me. So
You're adopted, right?
No, I'm not adopted.
Because I saw
I was a mistake. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I think I was made by my parents, but they regret it.
This is, I mean, a lot of people think that they're a mistake, but in Dave's case, and this has never happened before, I believe, at least in the United States, it was the first anal pregnancy. And again, this is the way the Catholics, they try to go out of their way to watch out for stuff. So you were a little ass baby.
Thank God for science, Mr. B.
Science! They were taking the precautions.
Hey, I was walking in today and I had a sighting that nobody would care about, except for maybe Fez. Nina from Elle Magazine. Of course, she was from Project Runway. Was that it?
Yeah.
Remember Nina from Elle Magazine?
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was unbelievably cool. She was on the phone. She was talking about a mover and a shaker, Dave. A mover and a shaker. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Guys, how you doing this morning?
Yeah, good.
Man, I tell you what, I went to school with 3 of the biggest rednecks. They were called, their real names were Pepsi Cola, Orange Crush, and Mountain Dew. And to kick it off, their last name was Hooker.
Okay, thank you very much. I went to school with 2 kids named Ponyboy and Soda Pop.
Right, that wasn't you. That was The Outsiders. That was a movie.
Here is Matt. Matt, you're on Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, when my son was born, I was kind of a drunk. I wanted to name him either Wedge or Biggs from the Star Wars movies. Thankfully, I sobered up when he was born and realized what a horrible idea it would have been, because...
No, disagree.
No, thankfully you had to find out you were never with a woman, so that helped quite a bit.
Wedge is a great name. Thank you for providing that. Wedge Antilles McDonald. Nice ring to it. What a great caller. He might be the caller of the day if I may institute something right now.
Caller of the day! Caller of the day!
That's the sound effects I was looking for.
You in a New York Yankees Don Mattingly t-shirt, taken straight off Dave.
With all the wedgies in the world, you cannot name a child Wedge.
Wedge Antilles, that's the whole name.
Yeah.
Wedge Antilles.
Because kids will respect that. When are you going to get a new tat? The stuff you get is so faded, Dave.
I'm on I was thinking I should just get them retouched. This is quite painful, my Pink Floyd tattoo.
It's just faded away to nothing.
Yeah, it's becoming like it used to be two robot hands.
It looks like an iron-on.
Right. It doesn't look so hot right now. I don't know, maybe I'll get them touched up, and I have 10 right now, but I was thinking maybe if I was going to get more, 3 for Lucky 13.
When's the last time you had a tat?
4 years ago.
Yeah.
I think the last one was 24.
Yeah. So you went in real hot and crazy there for a while, and then just pulled out, stopped worrying about the tats.
Well, I started when I was 17, so 17 to 24, 7 years, 10 tattoos.
Is it that they're fading, or is it that the skin underneath is so damn pale that the color's just being washed out of them from underneath?
Sucked in.
It's probably a combo of both, Mr. W.
Jeffrey, you're on Fez.
I think a better name for Dave's kid would...
Oh, shut up, Shark. Just put your name up as Shark. I'll go to you every time. Here's Charlie, you're on Fez.
Hey, what up, fellas?
Hey.
Hey, actually, I want to tell Dave, I think Couch is a pretty cool name, and for your daughter, even though she's a girl, middle name King, first name Sofa King.
That's pretty good. I like that. Yeah, that goes together. Couch and sofa.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Can I have an end table, maybe? Who knows?
Ronnie, don't get crazy. That's just weird sounding. End table.
Pit group. It doesn't have to stop there.
How about this? Seriously.
Plasma TV.
Can I be real serious here? Ouija, for a Ouija board.
Mm-hmm. You're not going to curse that kid. Earl, you won't even go near a Ouija board, will you?
No.
Now, knowing that, you know we have one under your chair, right? We've got one under your chair for the last few weeks.
No wonder I've been feeling spooky.
Here's what...
White people are so scared of black people. Black people are so scared of white people.
Thank you. All right, you. What are you afraid of? Other spirits, evil spirits?
Yes.
All right, all you got to do is say a prayer. I know you're not Catholic. Say a prayer with me. Dear Satan, welcome into Earl's soul. Dear Satan, take Earl's soul. Take his soul.
No, I will not welcome Satan.
Take his soul. 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 Take his soul.
Stop it.
Take his soul. Take his
Look at Earl.
Take his soul. Take his soul. I see black people.
Earl's got the big loogity eyes going right now. He's petrified.
I'm afraid of them ghosts.
Don't be. Don't be afraid of them ghosts.
Earl has that look with Ouija boards and traffic lights. As you noticed yesterday,
yeah, yes.
He practically elbowed Ron and right in the elbow.
We're strolling across the street, and the lights change as we're walking across the street on Central Park South, and Earl goes one of those, come on! Go! Go! The light has changed! The light has changed!
Earl, where does that come from? You are a lifelong New Yorker, and you cannot maneuver through the streets.
No, cabs, I trust. It's those delivery cab guys, the private cabs.
Right.
They will hit you in a heartbeat.
Here's what. One time when Earl was younger, he saw a car was coming towards him, and he heard the driver yell, 6 points. And since that day, he has not relaxed.
He actually said 10, but...
Whatever. Well, you were small, so you're only going to get 6. Here is Pat. Pat, you're on Ron and Fez.
I just want to know why Dave wouldn't name his son after himself and call him Radio Poison Jr.
See, that hurts.
Too long, sir.
That hurts.
There's too many syllables. Couch, 1 syllable.
Named after Tim Couch. You were telling me that there seems to be a little change of tide, and you're getting some Eastside Dave fans.
A couple. I mean, at the bar, I know there's still a lot of resentment out there.
Here's what happens.
Threads I created maybe by myself. You know.
There are... Dave goes around to all the different websites, and he looks for positive things about Eastside Dave. and then he sends them to me, and he'll go like this. I'll get a thing that says "Looking up, Mr. B," and then I'll click it, and it's a fucking web thread that are saying stuff like, "I think he's kind of good for the show. He brings a lot of energy."
I just want to keep you informed.
I
Mr.
know.
B.
I noticed that. So I'll send him back one that'll say radio poison, or this guy blows, or he's making me tear out my radio.
You keep me balanced.
I want to look at both these East Side scrapbooks by the time they're done.
Have you been around any of the sites lately, Fez?
No, I have not.
Yeah, don't go.
Oh, okay.
Don't read them.
Thank you for the advice there. The advisory. The web advisory.
Here's Jody. Jody, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah. A friend of mine, whenever I was in college, his dad named him Shank.
From when he was in jail?
No, I don't know. That was just his God-given name was Shank.
You gotta watch out for stuff with Shank the Skank, Shank Stank. You know, you gotta be careful of the rhyming.
Longshanks, he's the villain in Braveheart.
Yes, the kids will yell, "Hey, Longshanks, go back to old Scotland." God, Dave, try to focus.
I was in junior high school. This kid, he was of Egyptian descent. His name was Maged, which pronounced maggot.
And then every day, it's not tough enough wearing,
Yeah,
Egyptian garb to school.
No,
you have to call it maggot.
Yes, so,
in an all-black school.
So you could just imagine the nicknames that he got. It was just pretty brutal.
The one of them start with Sand? Was it Sand End?
No.
Okay, because that's what he would have got on my nickname. That would have been another thing. Here's Jack. Jack, you're on Fez.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah.
Hey, with drug dealers, they're like notorious naming their kids after their best product.
Right.
Like, I had friends, their kid had to grow up the name Kilo.
I know. I knew him. A guy named his kid Microdot. Another one named his kid Triple Scale. And I'm like, you're fucking so high, you don't even know what you're doing. All right, now Fez and I had a friend. He got busted with 200 pounds of pot, Fez.
Yeah.
And have we decided we're going to write a nice letter to the judge?
That's what his mother requested of us.
Yeah. What do you think?
I thought she was going to send us then a letter that she would want written, and then we'd review it, and then decide to sign it or not.
Yeah, she wasn't going to do that. She just wants us to write it up and just say what we feel about Dave. What do you think?
I just hate getting dragged into it. Because then I have this feeling that there's going to be phone calls that follow up. Yeah, like reference phone calls from a judge or a lawyer or something.
I say we just write him up something nice. Hey, he used to call the show. He always had great weed.
I think that would help.
Luckily for me, when he got busted, I owed him $2,800. There's nothing better. I don't know whether you've ever done this before, but owed somebody money and then they get killed. And it's just like fucking free cash. It's just the best feeling. You're the only one at the funeral smiling.
What's he giggling about over there?
Just thinking. I'm just thinking.
Thinking about the good times.
Yeah. So, you're saying no?
I'm saying no.
I gotta do it. I can't stand the thought of a guy in prison. It just fucking drives. And if I could just slightly help out a lot. Dave, would you write it up for me?
Absolutely.
Just like, I'm a radio host, and he would always call and say nice things, and we would see him around, and everybody thought he was delightful, and I know he made a mistake, but we all make mistakes. And he would like to sleep inside now in air conditioning.
Okay.
Something nice like that.
Should I do that now for you?
Yeah, write it up for me.
Right now.
Okay. Yeah, right this second.
Hurry up.
Yeah, forget the fact we're on the air.
Oh, okay.
In the middle of the bit.
All right.
I want you to go running off and do some... I rolled the ball past you. Chase it, puppy. Chase it.
Have your secretary Roberto do it.
He's napping. Oh!
Speaking of which, I owe Roberto $1,400. I gotta get out of that.
Not that he wants to be on the air today, but I come in, and I didn't take him off. I come in this morning, he's handcuffed.
All right, so...
He's handcuffed.
You think it's Bronx Johnny? You think it's the O&A kids?
From the grapevine, Bronx Johnny, again, we all love him, but says, I fucking hate puppets. I hate them.
Well, can I tell you, that's an amazing impression. I don't think it comes across as racist.
Oh, you sound so hot.
I think that it's just really a great attitude that you have there.
I just don't like puppets. They creep me out, boss.
All right, bring in Roberto, and we'll just do a little act with him. And do we got some show business music, and I'll just give him a setup, and we'll stay out of the way for a second, Fez.
Yeah, we should have something here that we can work with.
It's on like a Tonight Show theme, something like that. You ready with it?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming into the show, it's Dave and Roberto.
Hi, everyone.
He doesn't...
Hey, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Well, it's great to be back. Let me just fix my jaw and see if I can unhandcuff myself.
Roberto, you have all the jokes, don't you? You're such a silly guy. Hey, Roberto, how about this Mexican immigrant thing, huh?
Hey, Dave, what do people who get rained on and Mexicans have in common? They're both wetbacks.
Thank you. I don't understand.
I just looked over, and all of a sudden, fucking Johnny was so pissed. He just looks around on the wetback. Don't work blue, Roberto.
Sorry. Hey, Roberto, do you have any more great jokes? I've got a million of them. Well, why don't you tell us one?
Okay, what do puppets and Mexicans have in common? We're both around 3'2".
Oh, Roberto. Roberto, you're being silly today, aren't you? Do you like American Idol?
I sure do, Dave.
Well, what about it? Well, doesn't Paul Abdul look kind of sick? Oh, sorry. Hold on, Roberto, calm down. Calm down, Roberto. Okay.
Hey, Dave.
What's a disease that little puppets like myself sometimes get? I don't know, Roberto.
Smallpox!
Because you're both small? I don't get it, Roberto.
That's the joke, asshole!
Oh, Roberto, you're so... Hey, what do me and Randy Jackson have in common? I don't know, Roberto.
Nothing! I hate blacks!
What? Roberto... This is not
was that an American Idol bit that you went back to? That you kind of fucked up. You had to go back to that. Good stuff. There's more, Roberto?
Wow, what a great day in springtime, isn't it, Roberto? Absolutely. You know, Roberto, it's opening day in Yankee Stadium. Did you know that?
I sure did, Dave. Dave, what do baseball bats and gay puppets have in common?
I don't know.
They're both made of wood and like to hit balls.
Oh, Roberto, you're killing me again. You are great, Roberto.
Really?
I sure love baseball, Dave, but you know who didn't?
I don't know, Roberto. Who didn't love baseball?
Cinderella.
Why not?
Well, you couldn't blame her. She had a pumpkin for a coach and was always running away from the ball.
You like that one yourself, huh, Roberto?
That was my favorite joke so far.
Okay.
These almost sound like kid jokes, but they're not. They're just way too stupid. All right, one more, Roberto and Dave. One more joke.
Hey, Dave, I heard you're religious.
Yes, I am, Roberto.
What's Satan's favorite food?
I don't know. What is Satan's favorite food, Roberto?
Deviled eggs!
Thank you very much, Roberto. There he goes. Dave and Roberto. Bye-bye. Goodbye.
Like shackles next
time. All right. A little shout at Ellen DeGeneres for no reason. Very strange. Very, very strange.
He's an odd boy, and I mean both of them.
Earl, the act working at all? I think this is going to get some positive Dave threads out there. I really do. I know you worry about it.
Just got to avoid working blue a little bit.
Yeah, there's no reason to work blue.
Roberto's got a mind of his own. I
know, but talk to him, Dave.
All right.
Take him. A lot of times I think that he acts like that because he's an abuse victim because of what the other kids are doing to him here.
I don't see why you had to handcuff him, guys.
No, I don't get it either.
Inside.
Yeah. Try to cut them off, because I don't want him. He's already lost a couple fingers, apparently, huh?
The sawdust isn't getting to his limbs.
He owed some puppet bookies, some cash, it looks like.
He's in such bad shape. I'm trying to wonder how many times you fucked him. It's really bothered me.
Well, he needs
Did
to
they
probably
have,
go to the
pic-
dry cleaners.
Have pictures of Roberto up online?
I think Little John took some photos of Roberto, so I think he just took some photos of Roberto right now, and he could maybe add to that thread on ronfez.net, Roberto pics.
Roberto Pics is the name of it? I thought maybe this is Films Roberto wants everybody to see. That's what we'll do is Thursday we'll have Paulo on, and then it could be like Cisco and Ebert. We'll have Roberto do the other one.
Roberto would love that,
Yeah.
as I know he's a huge fan of Paulo.
Hey, Francisco, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up? Is Bronx Johnny there?
Yeah, he's there.
Hey, Bronx Johnny, can you punch Dave and Roberto in the mouth for me, please?
Johnny,
Fucking idiot.
I'll take care of that later, bro.
Johnny, come on right in and give Roberto one punch. You get one shot at Roberto.
Hey, apparently Johnny's been punching Roberto all week.
I'm glad. He's better than that fucking dumbass.
Roberto is the dumbass?
Yeah, I want him on the fucking radio.
Well, sir, Roberto is just trying to work his way up. I don't understand.
Work his way up.
All right, here. Oh,
no.
he's got a pair of scissors. He's going to stab. All right, come on.
Roberto!
Johnny.
Ow! La Corazon!
Help me!
You don't stab.
Wait,
Puppets with
you
scissors.
forgot Dave.
I'll get you,
He's
babe.
next.
Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, on behalf of the listeners, whatever we did, we're sorry.
You know what? Some days we just want to punish you. We want to punish you for making us want you to love us. That's what happens.
This is Roberto's big shot, mister.
I can't believe you have a girlfriend. Do you know Westside, his girlfriend, Frenchie?
No, I don't.
Very attractive girl.
Won't be his girlfriend for long.
Yeah. Well, she's cried twice since I've been back. That she cried once because she told everybody that
truthfulness.
He broke his
down.
leg.
Yeah. No, a guy went down on her, and she went down on a guy.
Wait till she has to. He tells people a girl went down on her.
I mean, it wasn't that explicit.
And her girl's name is Frenchie.
Yeah, the problem with Frenchie is, if you were a guy, you'd be arrested after what you
If
did to
I-
our friend Solaris. And Alki was actually pissed.
I know.
Alki comes over to me and goes, "This has got
He
to
was
stop."
jealous, that's why.
No, here's what he said. She goes after Solara and grabs her way too hard. And there was
There's a little slip.
yeah, where she went down and under and very, very hard without even trying to. And Alki comes screaming at me, "This has got to stop. Now everyone's going to think they can do that." I'm like,
No. Everybody knows I'm the only one that's allowed to do that.
I'm just at the party. I'm not running it.
She's the human bowling ball.
Yeah. We've got another party coming up, huh, Dave?
That's right, May 13th.
That the Wolf has put together, right?
The Wolf is Billy Staples. The Wolf has got a party together at May 13th. Carrabas. We'll have all the explicit details in a row, but
in a row, so you won't just get them piece by piece. They'll be lined up in a row.
It'll be explicit.
Let's give out clues this time.
And I don't know what the hell. And it will be featuring Crankcase. They will be the headline of the band. They used to be called the ronfez.net band. Then they were called Sparkle Motion.
The headline of the band?
And this is what I found out. So Dave and I believe Mikey Boy and Jersey Rich, they're running their own little gossip column about us, Fezzy, because I got stuff leaked back to me yesterday from Dave. Like Jersey Rich said, you never even listened to Wilco until you got the one album from Mikey Boy. And I goes, this is what you fucking people talk about? This is what keeps you interested?
So it's like the vice president's office. We're finding out where the leaks are coming from here.
I just wanted to understand why Mr. B doesn't like Wilco so much. And then Jersey Rich said maybe it's because you listened to their last album, which was their most experimental album. That was the first Wilco album you ever heard, and you can't start on an experimental album.
I listened to them when they were called Jeff Buckley, so don't tell me when I started listening to Wilco. Speaking of leaks, do you have that President Bush talking about the leaks yesterday, Earl?
Yes, we do.
He calls me at home this morning going, I've got such a great piece of audio. I've got such a great piece of audio. So I've never heard Earl proud of his audio before. So set this one up, Earl. What exactly happened?
He was doing one of these.
He is the president, right? President of the United States.
Yes, President Bush was asked a question by the press corps about the nature of the leaks and Rumsfeld and also security breaches and all of this stuff.
And
he got completely flustered, and then he just kind of said, I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, let's take a listen.
Yeah, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's an honor to have you here.
Thanks.
I'm a first-year student in South Asia Studies. My question is in regards to private military contractors. The Uniform Code of Military Justice does not apply to these contractors in Iraq. I asked your Secretary of Defense a couple months ago what law governs their actions. Mr.
I was going to
Rumsfeld-
ask him. Go ahead. Help.
Well, I was hoping your answer might be a little more specific. Mr. Rumsfeld answered that Iraq has its own domestic laws, which he assumed apply to those private military contractors. However, Iraq is clearly not currently capable of enforcing its laws, much less against, over our American military contractors. I would submit to you that in this case, this is one case that privatization is not a solution. And Mr. President, how do you propose to bring private military contractors under a system of law?
Yeah, I appreciate that very much. I wasn't kidding. I pick up the phone and say, Mr. Secretary, I got an interesting question. This is what delegation, I don't mean to be dodging the question, although it's kind of convenient in this case, but never. I really will. I'm going to call the Secretary and say, you brought up a very valid question, and what are we doing about it? That's how I work. Thanks.
That was it, Earl?
Yes.
I didn't think you got flustered. What'd you think, Fez?
No, and it seemed to be a lot more of the girl than actually what we were going to hear from the president.
Seems very dodgy to me.
Dodgy? Who fucking knows the answers to the girl's question? Who would know that? Who's in charge of private contractors? What laws they fall under?
If Rumsfeld didn't know it, then Bush wasn't going to know it.
What did this girl say she did?
She was studying Southeastern Asian studies.
So I got my own radio show, so I'm not sweating it.
The president bad approval ratings again. Every poll that comes out anymore.
This one was a 4. Only 4 people.
That is very low. This one was the Washington Post ABC News poll. And everyone that comes out, he hits his lowest in that particular poll. So now at 38% in the ABC News Washington Post poll. And 60% disapproval, which is the highest in that poll for his disapproval, too. There's usually a few more undecideds going into it.
I really don't know. I would love to see those people who just don't know, no matter what. I don't know. Just let me go. Just stop asking me questions and just let me go. I'm here on the street.
Where do you think he'll go down to? Do you have will there be a final?
I don't think you can get much lower than this. About that many is like the core of the party.
Because isn't Rumsfeld at 18%? So.
Yeah, but he's not, they don't feel like they have to support Rumsfeld and Cheney, but there's a lot of people that feel like if they're in the party, they need to support that president.
Bush should just bring it down all the way.
To 0?
Be punk rock.
Yeah.
Be the punk rock president.
It would be a great idea that, you know what, if he just sees to himself, I wonder how low I can go, and he just starts saying, I'm going to start blowing up our own nuclear plants, probably next week. I ain't saying when.
Just smack little girls at the Easter egg hunt at the White House this weekend, just to see how unpopular you can get. Kicking puppies, that sort of thing.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Ron and Fez.
Fatty pneumonia.
Fatty was sitting in his room because his mama never let him out. Fatty fucked another cupcake, then he stuck it in his mouth. Fatty pneumonia broke the toilet seat when he was 10 years old. His big ass is never going to white, so he needs to stick with a rag. He jerks off with pictures of chili dog while he's sucking down Big Macs. He found a slice of pepperoni stuck between his big fat tits. And Fatty keeps on looking out the window. He's watching all the skinny children play. duck and that he calls his only friend, and I don't know why. It's Fatty. I know you're gonna catch pneumonia. And after all, he's a that you haven't seen your feet in years. By now you should have slimmed down, but you look like Norm from Cheers. When you sit around the house, you really sit around the house like a fat baby, like a fat baby, like a fat baby. Fatty pneumonia. Fatty keeps on looking out the window. He's watching all the skinny children play. A pet turducken that he calls his only friend, and I don't know why. Fatty, I know you're gonna catch pneumonia. And after all, he's a
It's the Ron and Fez show. Our buddy Billy Bingo Dennis, he wants everyone to know about the FDNY Comedy Benefit coming up April 27th. That's at Queensborough College. Ray Garvey's going to be hosting. Colin Quinn is going to be headlining. And all the monies go to the Thomas Elizer Scholarship Fund for widows and children of New York Fire Department members who died outside the line of duty. You can check it out online at bravestnightofcomedy.com.
All right, so Colin Quinn is going to headline that. It's only $25. Not a bad deal at all. bravestnightofcomedy.com. Now, we're off Friday for Good Friday, right? Is that a holiday or is Sunday the holiday?
Sunday is the actual holiday.
So most people don't get a day off.
Right, yeah. They don't get like an Easter Monday or something.
Talk about a really underrated holiday. A man dies, raises from the dead, and you don't get a day off for it. That is unbelievable to me. Do you consider Friday bigger or Sunday bigger?
I consider Friday bigger.
Yeah, I would think so too. Good Friday seems like it's the big one, and yet Easter gets all the pull.
That's where it all went down.
Yeah.
That's where it all happened. That was the sacrifice.
Yeah, but for some reason, Sunday overrated over Easter Sunday, overrated over Friday. Depressing.
I always thought an underrated holiday was Veterans Day, where it kind of stands in the shadow of Memorial Day.
That's the problem.
Because Memorial Day, kickoff of summer, Veterans Day in November, so it's not going to be like a big picnic holiday if you want to go along those lines. And just with Veterans Day and Memorial Day, it seems more like Memorial Day where you're remembering soldiers. And also with Veterans Day, it was supposed to be the day that they signed the peace armistice for the end World War I, and the whole peace aspect seems to go away.
Well, what is Memorial Day actually for us? How's it different from Veterans Day?
I thought Memorial Day was for anyone who had served. Veterans Day was for soldiers killed in the line of duty.
Let's face it, you've got a double holiday, and that's what happened to Veterans Day. And do we get off on Veterans Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
Schools
we did. Do we, Earl? I don't think it's one of our holidays.
No, it's not a company holiday.
Oh, we don't?
No, it's definitely not. I don't think I've ever worked anywhere where we got off. Yeah. So really, Memorial Day is Veterans Day. Let's face it. They got two holidays. One of them is the big dog. The other one's small.
And Veterans Day also, even in its own month, November, up against Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you're not going to beat Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is one that you wouldn't really think would have the strength that it turned out to have. I mean, that's a day that's really about feasting. It's our only real feast day in America. you eat a turkey. A turkey's not all that popular. Gigantic 4-day holiday. Everybody loves it, and then it's the kickoff to Christmas.
It gets a lot of play for a holiday that's not a gift-giving holiday. That can't be commercialized because there's no sort of, oh, what did you get your mom for Thanksgiving?
Yeah. The problem with Thanksgiving is you have to be somewhere. Thanksgiving is almost like New Year's Eve where you can't be lonely. There's some, like, no one ever goes, oh, my God, you're spending Memorial Day alone? No one ever puts that pressure. Oh, no, 4th of July without seeing your grandmother? But Thanksgiving and New Year's Eve, they act, if you're not with a group of people, you're a fucking loser. There's something wrong with you. Something very, very wrong with you.
And you have to go home with leftovers, too.
Yeah.
You have to have that turkey sandwich the next day.
There's another pressure holiday, of course, and that's Valentine's Day, where you have to have a Valentine. And they start on first grade. They're like, do you have a Valentine this year? And you're like, I'm one. I'm really, I'm just starting out here. I'm not ready for dating. My little body doesn't even know what it's doing yet. And yet I feel like I need to have a Valentine, or I'm a loser.
Valentine's Day, you just get blasted. With the commercialization of that one, with the TV ads, you have to have the perfect gift for her Valentine's Day.
First of all, commercialization, it wouldn't even be one without the commercials. Gifts is what made it an actual holiday, or else it's just another in the endless amount of Catholic Saints' days. Hey, Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, man, love you guys.
Thanks,
I just wanted to point out something to Fez. I believe he's got the Memorial Day, Veteran Day deal completely backwards. Veteran Day is in honor of anyone who has ever served, and Memorial Day is in memory of those who have
given their lives. So Veterans Day is all you had to do was, you could be in the National Guard, and it's your day. Look up here. It's the Nationals home opener. And I guess that's the one that Cheney's going to throw out the first pitch.
Have they wheeled him out yet at any point in the Iron Lung?
Excellent.
It's going to be amazing.
Arbor Day is a day I don't really fucking get even slightly. Plant a tree day.
Well, now Earth Day has come and passed up any sort of Arbor Day.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, with the any sort of demonstration or anything that goes on. I don't even know when Arbor Day lands. What day of what month it's in?
Do you know when Earth Day is?
No.
Last year on Earth Day, I found out I didn't even know it was Earth Day. Somebody told me. I'm over at my dad's house. I'm helping him burn tires. And someone runs by, way to spend Earth Day.
Could you wait till tomorrow to burn the tires?
I know, we got tires to burn. I don't even know where my dad got some from. He just stacks them up. And when I come down, we get together and we burn them. It's a lot of fun, really.
Sounds like my town.
Yeah, sure it is. Bum out.
That's right.
I think Halloween, very, very overrated.
Don't like Halloween?
No, I don't know where this holiday got hijacked from children to adults, to where it's like you have to have a costume and you have to go to a party.
Well, it happened over our lifetime because we never fucking grew up. That generation just went, we're still kids. We're still kids. Because my parents never dressed up. And now all my friends are like, what are you going to be for Halloween? And I'm like a dad. That's all I can really do right now. If I get dressed up, I'll feel like a fucking moron.
And the kids go trick-or-treating at like 3 in the afternoon now.
Oh,
and yeah. It's so ridiculous. So the parents can go out and party at
This
night.
is what kills me. When I was younger, if your mom or dad went out trick-or-treating with you, you might as well just said you're retarded. No
I'm
kid
sick.
would
I'm
do
not
that.
going trick-or-treating.
No kid would want to go out with their mom. It's nuts. And now the moms sit there and feel up the candy in front of you like you're trying to kill them. Every once in a while, and in a place of 300 million people, one pin will end up in a piece of candy, and the whole country overreacts.
Yeah, that's if the kids get to go trick-or-treating at all, because now there's all those trick-or-treating alternatives, like parties in homes, or
In malls.
bring your kid to the mall, and you can go to Supercuts, and the kid can get a coupon instead of a candy bar.
In my town, there's moms that'll push strollers around with like little infants in it with extra bags, and the mom will be like, "Oh, this is for my baby." That's all the way down the steps.
Well, when the baby comes up here, when the baby comes up here and scares me, I'll give him 3 Musketeers.
You know, and just the dressing up as an adult, the uncomfortable costume. If you had to do that on any other holiday, let's say for Christmas, everyone had to dress as a tree. If that was the tradition, people would be furious.
People love to dress up. That's basically, we should just call it Sluts Day, because that's what it's become in this country. Women love to dress up like who is now. Jake, you're on Ron and Fez.
What about Boxing Day in Canada?
Oh, we used to have that in Philly. My dad used to dress me and my brother up like Jake LaMotta and make us reenact scenes from Raging Bull. I had to do this to my brother. Did you fuck my wife? Did you fuck my wife? Did you fuck my wife? And then my brother would go, where you get the balls to ask me that?
Some traditions just don't catch on. President's Day, you don't get a lot out of that.
Well, I remember when we had George Washington's Day.
I was going to bring that
And then we would have Lincoln's birthday, and it would be very close. And then those are two presidents worth, celebrating.
And you got 2 days off.
Right. But I'm sorry to Madison and Taft. You know what? If you really wanted your own day, you had a right to go out there and do something impressive.
Now Grover Cleveland gets recognized as well as anyone who did anything special.
I don't get it. No, you know what? No one president gets recognized now because they all get thrown in together.
Spoil the group. I wouldn't mind that being a day where we dressed up. Where I could come in as Teddy Roosevelt or Taft and pillows.
No one's stopping you, Fez. You don't need the official okay. Matter of fact, you can come in like that tomorrow if you want.
Maybe I should start working on my Rutherford B. Hayes sideburns now.
Brian, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. I just think you guys should maybe dress up your buddy Eastside Dave there as the fucking puppet, and then one of you guys can do is stick your hand up his ass and go to a party later on. You're talking about Halloween.
Thank you. It was really great call. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I wanted to find out. I used to work in retail. When
I got my own radio show.
Hip stop at 5 a.m. on the 4th of July to save $2 on a fucking gas grill.
Where everybody run out at the same time?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they sell little plastic lounges for $1.99. These old ladies are lining up at the door.
I've always been a big fan of 4th of July because, again, you don't have to be anywhere. It's hot. You're feeling good if you're at the park, at the beach, next to a pool, watching a ball game. There's no tradition to that day that doesn't fit in with you. That's the perfect day.
Somehow New Year's Eve is taking the fireworks that was always just 4th of July. You see as many fireworks stands around going into New Year's Eve as you did for 4th of July.
See, New Year's Eve, people used to shoot the gun. My dad still will shoot a gun off on New Year's Eve. You do that, Frenchie?
They do it in my town.
Yeah. And I remember being younger, and we lived in this row house, and my uncle's just fucking drunk off his ass. 12 o'clock hits. He comes running out of the front steps, right? Shooting a shotgun from the hip. And there's nothing but houses all around, right? My father's trying to grab him and point the gun up in the air.
Did you take my childhood from me? Because it sounds so similar.
It was so scary. But yeah, everybody used to shoot off guns. And now that's picked back up again.
I had never heard of that one. It sounds like...
Not even on our show?
It sounds like such a way to start a bad new year.
I know we've discussed it. You must have heard about it before, or else you're not listening to me. Here is W.F. Clark. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, W.F.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Big ass card holder 3669.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, listen. What about Martin Luther King's birthday? It's a national holiday, but half the places are still open on that day. Are they? Does that make them racist?
National holiday. We get the day off for Martin Luther King, right?
Right.
The problem with Martin Luther King Day is it's so damn cold that do they do a parade, Earl?
Yeah, they do one here in Manhattan, down Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, it's too cold to become one of the big parades.
Yeah, it's a modest parade, but it's not like the St. Patrick's Day parade.
And even St. Patrick's Day teeters on the end of good weather. You know what I mean? It can be too cold March 17th to really pull off a parade where a lot of people are going to show
Plus
up and
they're
enjoy.
getting warm by ingesting lots of alcohol.
Yeah, right.
So it feels warm.
Yeah, those people.
People.
That's what we need to turn MLK Day into a big drinking day. That would turn more people out. Standing by, we're going to be talking to director Mary Harron. Her new film is the notorious Betty Page. She's directed other films like American Psycho and I Shot Andy Warhol. She'll be talking to us about her new film.
Should be a great one, Fezzy. Looking forward to this. And she's a terrific director. I'm a gigantic fan of I Shot Andy Warhol and also American Psycho.
So she's also done some TV directing as well. She's done episodes of 6 Feet Under, Oz, and Big Love, the new show on HBO.
Hi, Mary. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Nice to be here.
I'm Ron. This is Fez.
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
This is our friend Frenchie. Congratulations on your new film.
Oh, thank you.
You know, it seems like it's just almost the time for this because so many young people seem to have this Betty Page thing that they're picking up, almost like a cult figure.
Yeah, young girls come up to me after the screening and show me their tattoos.
I hear from that about college age and even high school age girls. Were you aware of that before you got involved in this, or did you think that you would pick somebody who was a little more obscure to do a film about?
No, I knew there was a Betty cult, but I was surprised at the depth of it. We had a screening in Austin at South by Southwest, and it was in a 200-seat theater. And when I arrived at the screening, there were people all the way around the block and all the way. And I said, I guess it's sold out. They said, no, those are the people who can't get in. And they turned away 1,000 people.
Wow. And again, it's because before they even there's no reviews out on your film yet, but there's something about her. You know, I was thinking too, I guess Marilyn Monroe was somebody that was a sex symbol, but women also liked, you know what I mean? Is there a power thing about Betty Page, or?
Well, it's also because of the bondage photos she did.
Yeah.
She did these kind of they now seem kind of campy.
Right.
Because she's always smiling radiantly and, and she's wearing the leather boots and whips and corsets.
I tried to smile in mine.
I think it's good. And so she has this sort of dark side, but it's playful. Mm-hmm. And I think girls find that fun in terms of dressing up. And then post-Madonna, Madonna brought in a lot of the 50s sex fetish wear.
Right.
Just into pop culture, into a more playful arena.
So you don't think it's even much more, it's not like a girl power thing, it's being into camp?
No, I think it's both.
Yeah.
I think, no, there's definitely a girl power thing because Betty was an unusual 50s woman because in her photograph she does seem totally in charge. She definitely dominates the camera, and there's never any men in the photograph, so it's just all Betty all the time.
Right. It's almost like they didn't know how to do pornography in the 50s almost, right? It was the early stages of where this was somewhat mainstream.
Well, I think also they were very worried, certainly the Irving and Paula Claw who did these fetish photographs were very worried about getting in trouble, so there were no men in the pictures, there's no nudity, and the result is that it's girls kind of pretending to spank each other, which just seems like, a pajama party, really.
Right. And you didn't do her whole life, because I know there's been a huge amount of stuff why did you pick the area to do the film about?
We wrote many different scripts where we tried first a lot of her early life in Nashville and then a lot of her later life when she became a born-again Christian. But we felt that it's really a film not just about Betty, it's about sex in the 50s. It's about the Senate hearings into pornography. It's about her heyday, and then what happened when she got into trouble.
Mm-hmm. Is there a theme that runs through some of your films? I mean, most of the heroes of your films are kind of almost anti-heroes. Do you do that on purpose, or does it just happen?
No, I think I'm just attracted to that, and I can't say why.
Yeah, I am attracted to your films, though. You have the kind of films that I'll watch, and I'll be thinking to myself, I can't even believe this got made. When I saw I Shot Andy Warhol, I'm going, I don't know how you pulled that off. Did you do that also with Killer Films?
Yes, Killer Films did this, and Betty, yeah.
Yeah, and I have this thing with Killer Films where I don't know, with some of their films, like, I don't know what it's about, but I'm going to make that leap for the brand name and become a fan of it. But there is some of the stuff you have a hard time imagining it could get out there.
Yeah. Well, I think also that this film has something in common with Far From Heaven, which is another killer film, because it's sort of about the secret history of the 1950s.
Right.
The way that Far From Heaven Day with like the gay clubs and things. And this is about that world. It's not... Compared to what they have now, it's not really pornography, but it was definitely, fetish material that was very, very... Nobody even... when you listen to the Senate hearings, people didn't even know what it was.
Right.
They were so confused, like, what is a fetish? If someone looks at a pair of very high heels, will they become a fetishist? Is this stuff kind of, like a virus?
But it's interesting. It's not like fetish is a new thing. I mean, you could go back thousands of years. So did we go thousands of years that it just wasn't talked about or people felt guilty about?
I think the 50s were a particularly conservative time. The 50s, people were particularly concerned with keeping a very, very controlled image of what American life was,
right?
Of American domesticity, of American sex, and so there's all these movies where everybody's kind of seething with sex, but nobody has sex in the movie,
right?
It's never talked about, and yet it is what the film's about,
right? But that is where we got the image, even like the 50s, of shapely women, and the men's shape came into what a man is supposed to look like as well.
Yeah, women are very female, and men are very male,
right? And there's nobody else along there. But I guess that was also the beginning of like mass media culture too. Like here you are. In Iowa, you wouldn't have thought maybe at one time you were odd until the mass media culture came and said, "Look, you're a little bit different."
Well, I think also the Kinsey report was huge,
right?
Because then it happens kind of in the middle of the period we cover in the film, where people suddenly realized that all these things happened behind closed doors. But the other mass media thing was the pinup magazines, which had become huge in the Second World War.
Right.
And so the power of these, comic books and pinup magazines. And so as always with the mass media, the Senate started panicking and like, is this corrupting youth?
Mm-hmm.
Why juvenile delinquency, which is always the concern, just like it is now with the internet. What's wrong with our youth?
Yeah, that is true. That's when they start the comic book stuff and burning rock and roll records, and they just thought they lost control. But at the same time, too, I guess there is some validity that we always need to take it up, particularly if you have a fetish. It's like you never really go, all right, this is my one thing. You always need a little more. At least, I think, in American society.
But also, after that point, things became much more extreme.
Right.
Because there's a point in our movie where one of the photographers mentions that she's doing something for Playboy, a new magazine, Playboy.
Yeah.
Printed on beautiful paper, that it's like the classy. That suddenly there's a whole new world opening before you know it. It's like there's Plato's Retreat, in the 70s.
Yeah, no time
crazy.
at all. Well, I was thinking that too, that you, in your work, you kind of deal with some of the American culture, with 60s were dealt with, and of course like the late 80s culture. We're almost a victim of trying to keep up, or if we're not this one thing, it's almost like we're nothing.
Yeah,
you
know?
In American Psycho, I know that you probably got a lot of heat for the film, right?
Yeah.
And it seems, does it take you about 4 or 5 years before you begin a project and you can end it? It seems like you have that much time between your films.
Yeah, I also had 2 kids in the middle, and that certainly, so I stayed home for a while. And it takes a very long time to get them financed because they're unusual subjects. In the case of Betty Page, it's mostly shot in black and white,
right.
Which everyone said you can't get this made in black and white. And then they're not stars, the people I cast.
Right.
They're great actors, but they're not, in Hollywood there's usually like 5 people that they think can finance a movie. And if they're not in your movie, then you're going to have difficulties.
It's always bizarre to me because who's better than Lily Taylor? I don't know if we have anybody who you'll say, I don't care what the film is, if she's even in a commercial film, you can't take your eyes off her, and yet she's not considered one of the bankable people.
Yeah, she's one of the greatest actresses, in the world, and she can also do anything. I mean, the part she's playing in this movie is totally different to the part she played in Actually Andy Warhol. But so that's if you want to cast people like that who are great actors as opposed to just box office, then it just takes longer. I mean, it's worth it. I really believe it's worth it. Struggling to cast the people you want. I always have a big casting battle on every movie.
I know with the American Psycho thing that you had the opportunity to have the biggest movie star in the world at the time.
Yeah,
Leonardo. And you didn't. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. You wanted Christian Bale, and everybody must have thought you were insane, huh?
Yes, I think everyone in Hollywood thought I was insane. I had some friends in New York who supported me, but I heard from a friend of mine say, everybody here thinks Mary's gone mad. But I really felt like it was, and I admire Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he's a very good actor. I just thought he was wrong for that role, and also that with his huge 15-year-old fan base, it was a mistake for him to do American Psycho.
It would have been bad even for all those kids that think they were going to see another Leo film. And
yeah. So there were a lot of reasons why I didn't want to do it, but But in the end, it won out. Now Christian Bale's a big star.
Right. Yeah. Now all of a sudden, yes, of course. Who wouldn't make that move?
Director Mary Herron is in studio with us. Her new film is The Notorious Betty Page. That opens nationwide this Friday, starring Gretchen Mol, Chris Bauer, and Lily Taylor.
Now, Gretchen Mol is also getting... she always goes through the Vanity Fair thing. It seems like any time I read about her, they had kind of... Vanity Fair had picked her stardom for, 6-7 years ago, something like that. And I guess they figured that she had missed the boat on it or it didn't work out. Why was she perfect for you? Why did you think this was her time when obviously the heat wasn't on her?
I didn't think she was right for me at first, just physically, because she doesn't look at all like Betty, in real life. Because she has this, she's almost like from another era. She naturally does the 50s, the body language of the 50s. Then she has this kind of really sweet, sort of this effervescent sexiness that is very unforced. It's, she's not trying to be sexy. She's not vampy. And there's something very innocent about her at the same time, and very kind of, very great sweet quality. And, and then also she's a very, very good actress, so she does a lot of, layers, because, Betty's life had some very sad and dark times, and she does those well too. So I was, after she came in, it was like, oh, that's what I was looking for. Now I know what it was.
So after she was able to work on it a little bit. Now, Betty Page, one of the underlying things is that there was abuse early on, right?
Yeah.
Is that a story that you think also, it also happened, in the Warhol thing, that I believe there was abuse? Do you think a lot of the times that Americans were caught up in the sexual nature stuff is from stuff that happened when we were very young?
Certainly if you look at, the history of most people, certainly almost all porn stars.
Right.
Dancers,
you're always,
Yeah, and then there's very interesting, like even there's a biography recently of Sandra Dee, archetypal, clean cut, like early 60s, had horrible sexual abuse. So, Marilyn Monroe, Rita Hayworth,
even Marie Osmond. I mean, it's people that you really don't even expect.
Yeah, there's I don't know whether it propels people towards needing love and attention from the camera, or whether it's just these are beautiful girls and they're become easily victimized. But it's such an archetypal part of the story that I felt it had to be included.
Well, congratulations on this. It's very exciting to see this blow up for you. You're a fantastic filmmaker, and I'm looking forward to the next thing that you do after this.
Oh, good. In 5 years.
Yeah, I'll be hanging in. Okay. I'll be waiting for you.
The film's The Notorious Betty Page, directed by Mary Herron, and it's opening this Friday nationwide. Thank you, Mary. We'll be right back. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Ron and Fez Show, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Yeah, Earl, you did it again. Another very, very cool director in here.
She was great. And I'm a fan of her work. So,
me too, man.
I shot at Andy Warhol. You have to rent this film.
American Psycho, also phenomenal. By the way, Lily Taylor is like one of my real favorite actors. I never get why some people are all like, what's Jessica Simpson going to do next? I never fucking understand why they focus on the people that they focus on.
She just does memorable role after memorable. Even she was on 6 Feet Under and stole 6 Feet Under.
She's like a Chick De Niro.
Yeah, that's a very good analogy.
Thank you. Here, did you notice this though? Is that Mary Herron was kind of like dressed like her from I Shot Andy Warhol?
Yeah, she had the whole outfit on. All she was missing was the little,
I liked her.
The hat. I thought that she was going to be like this. I had this whole different image in my head, but I didn't think that she was straight. I thought she was going to be this really kind of tough, lesbian woman. I was thinking to myself before she came in, I go, I'm going to give it up to her right away and let her know this isn't a mano thing. And this really sweet,
I liked her.
Really smart woman comes in here. I'm like, you made American Psycho? I'm thinking in the back of my fucking head. I didn't even think that you would watch American Psycho, let alone make the film. Very, very cool. Go out and see Notorious Betty Page. This Friday, it opens up. She wanted us to plug that a couple times, because that should have been in the plug. Did you see when she was going? It opens this Friday.
Oh, I thought I said that.
No, I don't know. She's like, I don't know. I don't think she's done a lot of interviews, right?
I don't think so. I mean, I think I think she did Charlie Rose with Gretchen Mol.
Oh, see?
But
I
I'm
should
not
be hanging
sure.
around with her and Charlie Rose. That should be the crowd that I run with. And Fez, you should be with Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh, if they'd have me.
We should live our dream lives with our cool friends. And Frenchie, you should hang around with horny chicks. And everybody would be happy.
Everybody.
Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you?
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing?
Yeah.
Listen, I had a question. I don't know. I wanted to ask the director. I'm a big fan, too. I'm also a fan of that Easton Ellis who wrote American Psycho and just came out with Lunar Park. But what was your take on Psycho? Was it a total fantasy from that guy's mind, or were there murders actually occurring? I fight with my friends all the time. We've seen the movie like 5 times.
You know, in the movie in particular, it seems like it's more of a fantasy, although they do leave it open for you. I think it's really more about consumerism and the whole kind of American caste system, where, to me, the perfect fucking scene was he felt bad that the guy had a better business card than him, where you just see that he's crushed, despite the rest of his life, that if someone has a better-looking business card, it's just like,
Did you read the book, though?
Yeah, I read the book.
I mean, in the book, you kind of feel that this guy is so psychotic that he actually would kill somebody.
Yeah, I mean, and that was the point of it. I mean, you know, people forget because the movie was somewhat controversial. When the book came out in the 80s, it was very, very controversial as well.
Yeah.
And
if you get a chance, check out Lunar Park. It's another kind of same style of book in that genre.
Yeah, I haven't read him. I read it like his early stuff when he did like Less Than Zero and all that, and kind of fell off the bandwagon with him. Really one of the great New York writers. We had Jay McInerney, those guys kind of came up together. Yeah, we got away from the writers thing that Earl was into for a while, and now we're the Directors Guild. It's just, yeah. Thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you.
Nice to have a guild, though.
Yeah, it's nice to have a guild, Fezzy. We got ourselves a guild. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ.
This week at the New York International Auto Show, Toyota is going to unveil the new Fine T concept car. This thing has wheels that turn sideways, so it basically parallel parks itself. You can just slide...
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like a James Bond car or something, finally.
All right, so you just pull up next to it, the wheels turn this way, and then you act like you're making a left, and you're right in.
Slides right in.
Why hasn't this come up before? It seems like it's easy enough.
It seems like a need that has been, should have been fulfilled years ago.
Well, you know, here's the other thing. In a city environment, if you're in Philly or New York, Boston, I don't care how good you are, you're still going to be in that position where you come out of the bar and you're just absolutely jammed in, and there's no way to leave except for leaning into somebody's bumper.
Yeah, so to be able to just leave sideways, turn the wheels so that they slide you right out, parallel to the curb.
Nice.
What are we waiting for with this? This should have been out in 1952, as soon as they started to really wheel out a lot of cars.
If you put these on the market, everyone will be buying them. Give me sideways wheels.
You know, that is true, because even now in the suburbs, you got to parallel park like you never had to before. There are so many cars out there. Whatever happened to of just being able to hit some kind of cruise control and just sit there in your car too? Remember they said that you would be in a certain lane that the car would take over. That ain't gonna happen over our lifetime.
No, we're not gonna get that. I don't know whether they have to lay down tracks to run these cars on or just make the cars smarter. We got the GPS where the car can know where it's going, but it's just nothing. Not even close to anything that'll make it get there itself.
Yeah, at least they will tell you now.
Yeah,
right turn. Yeah, right turn is 500 yards. Seriously, you're missing it. You're missing it. You know, do you ever watch American Inventor, Fez?
I watched that last episode of it.
It seems like 60% of the episodes has something to do with the toilet or ass. They are constantly, American Inventors, one of their problems is they can't forget about the ass for 2 seconds.
It's one thing that just disgusts everybody. We all have an ass, and we hate the thought of you having to use the toilet, and just anything that makes that experience a little bit more convenient. I don't know why they don't have a toilet that recognizes when it's getting too filled and has a way of self-plunging. where it's like if you stop up the toilet, you have to grab the plunger and start, applying the pressure so it'll release the clog.
Because so you are constantly stopping up toilets with that ass of yours. You know what it might be, Fez, is the hair tied in there. Maybe if you went and got a wax job.
I swear it happens at least once a day.
Here is Cody. Cody, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
They do have cars that kind of drive themselves. If you saw Minority Report, they kind of had the first prototype of it and then signed.
Yeah, that's a movie. That didn't really happen.
No.
And it didn't even look real in the movie. It looked like a bad cartoon in that film.
But after that, then they actually they put that to use with real cars. And if you look on the internet, you can find videos of it too, where there's guys just driving down the street. It's like a Discovery Channel thing they had on the internet.
All right, thank you very much. I don't know why we haven't come up with some kind of... We haven't done a good job with the washing machine for a lot of years. Pretty much a washer and dryer are almost the same now as they were 50 years ago.
They have the new one that just switches automatically into a dryer. It's
From washer into dryer
together. One
but
machine.
you're still loading and carrying out of there. I don't know whether, it seems at this point... I know in the future it looks like you're only going to wear one set of clothes a day. But there should be some kind of tear-away shirt, or you just take it off and throw it out.
Here's the problem with washing machines not being updated. We're so tied into that you need soap and water to clean something. No one has looked beyond, is there another way to, laser clean something? And so that's why we haven't moved past the old clunky washers.
So you want a laser cycle.
Exactly. Well, you're not having to wait for something to dry. Wouldn't that be great to take that out of the whole process?
When you really think of it, we're still washing ourselves. A shower is the same as taking a bath 9,000 years ago. You're still hopping in with water, knocking stuff off, and then drying. We haven't come up with something that you walk through and you are clean without ever getting wet.
Like at the nail salon, they have all the tools. They just put them in this oven thing that sanitizes everything, and they just pull it out.
So we could walk through something like that. So you're washing your clothes, getting a shower, and your teeth brushed all at the same time.
Yeah, killing all the bacteria, all the bad bacteria on you, the smelly bacteria.
Is there good bacteria?
There's probably some good bacteria.
I don't want that on me either.
Stuff for bread. Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah. Now there's technology out where farmers don't have to drive their own tractors.
Well, that's great for the hay season, but what about for the rest of us? I don't have a lot of plowing problems.
Some of us that want to go above 50 miles an hour.
Well,
any plow that's going 50 miles an hour is a little too fast, Fez.
You're only going 7 or 8 mile an hour, but
yeah.
It's keeping them rows straight, and
I see that. I just see that as the same as one of those pool cleaners, where really it's just out there on its own.
They are feeding the world.
I'm starving too. I wish they would just feed me.
Nah, I'm feeding this corner for some reason.
Yeah, I know. I forgot. We have a lunch day today, Fez. I forgot about that. Here's Dan. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm the whole.
Here is Eric. Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Eric, what you got, buddy?
Oh.
Once, twice. Eric, you want to be a person and start talking now.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are talking about that HISS program. It's where the cars can actually drive themselves down the freeway and stuff. It's going to be implemented down in Texas in the I-35 corridor that they're building.
Thank you very much. Here is Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
You know you need unique New York?
Thank you.
How about a dishwasher that you don't have to wash the dishes before you load the dishwasher to wash the dishes?
All right, so you want a dishwasher so powerful that it's all taken care of. All you got to do is drop it in there. Doesn't seem like...
I just run my dishwasher 3 or 4 times to get them clean up because I'm not washing them.
It doesn't seem like a lot to ask for that a dishwasher works in the year 2006.
Yeah, if an invention would just do the job that it's labeled as, like a hand dryer would do that, that would be nice.
And I know it's not good for the environment, but it's really better off just to have a plastic cup and throw it out every single time.
And my blow dryer never blew anybody. Tried it.
Never
Doesn't
worked?
do the job for me. Doesn't take my place.
She's bad. She's absolutely bad, Fez.
Naughty pinup.
Tim, you're on Ron and Fez.
I wish.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to let you know, I met a guy from Lockheed who was one of their executives about 7 years ago in a cab, and he was explaining to me basically GPS. He was saying in your car you'd have a mechanism that would tell you if there was an accident and it'd give you the way to drive. But he also said that the whole concept of being able to get in a lane and have your car drive itself was probably about 20 years away. So I guess the point is it's going to happen in our lifetime. Probably not Fezzi's, but it'll be in our lifetime.
That'll be nice when we're elderly. We'll be able to get around without having to drive ourselves.
We won't have to give up our licenses.
Yeah. We don't even have a license, Lisa. It seems like the only thing that they get better on is watching our asses. They've got opportunities to watch us when they're online, watch us when we're on the streets, check our ATMs. Anytime that the real advancements that they make is keeping their thumb on us. That's where we really work out well.
We can make the cameras smaller and hide them in teddy bears now in case they are abusing the children.
Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, they do have new washing machines. They use a ton of less water. They barely use just a touch of water. And it's a new technology, so they do come out with a new washing machine.
My problem is this. You still have to use it the same way. You're loading it. You're unloading it. You still have to iron. We haven't come up with a decent way to make ironing a little better.
Yeah, that is still basically you're heating a slab of metal and running it across the clothes.
Here's Jim. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys hear about Proof from D12 dying? Got shot in the head.
Earl, you know anything about this?
Yeah, we just found it out.
Ask Black Earl what he knows about it, because I want to hear the scoop.
Earl, what do you know?
All we know now is that he is dead and no word on any arrests or...
Eminem okay?
Eminem is fine.
Oh, well, that's...
Well, that's
Dr. J? Woo! Is he all right, too?
How is it, Earl? Duke lacrosse team?
I'm going to tell you right now, there's something with that hip-hop world where they don't even OD. They fucking shoot each other. Why can't they just OD happily like a rock star? Why the violence?
Maybe...
Go ahead, Earl.
Same time, boys. Ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. No, neither of you. All right, that was neither. Ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. I think... Yeah. All right, go ahead. What do you got, Earl?
No, it just seemed... I mean, we're still getting all the facts in it, but it just seems like...
You and Roberto are working the case?
Bronx Johnny's getting the info on it.
I look around and I see 4 people leaning against the wall with you. So it doesn't look like a busy newsroom.
Well, Bronx Johnny's getting the info on it.
Of course, Bronx Johnny.
Yeah. Instead of saying we, instead of we, it's he. He's getting the work done.
Well, I asked him.
Just say, I'm waiting for Fez to open his mouth and then I'll make a sound at the same time. That's what I'm after right now. Here is James. James, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, James, go ahead, buddy.
Hey, guys, I just want to say the whole thing about the cars driving themselves, it's never going to happen. The states will lose too much money. They'd never be able to give anyone a speeding ticket. They'd never be able to charge anyone with a DUI or anything. So.
They'll come up with ways of making their cash. Don't worry about that. They'll do okay for themselves. Then you won't be able to ride in a car drunk. You're just drunk riding in the back seat. I would fucking lay down and go to sleep and wake up at home.
Vehicular intoxication is what you've been charged with.
I bet a lot less people would fly if they could just sit in the back of a car and go to Miami. They're like, whatever. I'll take 2 2-and-alls and I'll be there whenever. Here's Brian. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brian.
I work for a Ford dealership.
I got my own radio
show. About meetings all the time. In the year 2009,
yeah,
an actual Ford that can lift off the ground.
And what, hover?
Yeah.
Roads. Where we're going, we won't need roads.
They did that.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. A hovercraft. We couldn't even pull that off for a skateboard yet.
Stop midway.
Yeah. I mean, what's it gonna do? Have air blowing out of it?
What does hovering get us? I mean, we would still have to go down the same roads, be in the same traffic jams. It's not like a flying car.
Well, the good thing there is when you think you're going to hit a kid, all he's got to do is lay down. He's safe.
And he just gets a puff of air in his fat face.
Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Regarding the shooting with the M&M's group, I was wondering if they're going to change the name from D12 to D11 now.
You know, it's a little early to start doing death jokes about these guys, but I say there's an opening, and Earl, if you're ready, I know that's the dream.
They should take it down more, even, because they had that fat guy on Celebrity.
You're not taking him at all?
He lost weight, so D10 now.
D10. Now they're into it. Eminem, he divorced his wife, got back together, married his wife, and now I guess he's divorcing her again. And she came out and said, this kid's just so high on pills. I don't know what to do. He's just a pill-eating machine. She said he looks like Miss Pac-Man all day long, just going from pill to pill.
She has to find a way to keep him on the I want to be married pills.
Why?
And not those divorce pills.
If a guy's eating pills, the last thing you want to do is be hanging out with him. Because when you're eating pills, it's a party of one. You really never think to yourself, hey, I want to make this a social thing.
And you don't share them.
No, you don't share.
You don't even tell anybody.
Right, exactly. It's like me, my bedroom, my pills. That's going to be today's party. That's why Elvis lived like he lived. I'm awake when no one is. I'm asleep when everybody else is awake. And in my room, where nobody can find me.
When I took that tour of Graceland with Elfish, and they were showing all the different furniture setups that Elvis would have, he would have his decorator come in and redo the whole house, I just wondered how many of those were 3 a.m. pill calls where everything in the house had to be redone red.
I bet you could go through that house and there's just pills hidden everywhere. Yeah, they're just all over the place.
They're still there.
Yeah, they are. They're all over.
I'm cleaning my house out before I go. That's for sure.
Here's Brad. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez. You know, I saw an advertisement the other day that LG now has a dryer that's steam operated, so it actually irons your clothes as it dries.
All right, the dryer will iron your clothes.
So do you hang them up?
Basically, yeah, it kind of solves both your problems with the iron and the dryer.
So it gets every wrinkle out of everything.
Well, I haven't
Puts
seen
a
it
crease
work,
in.
but...
All right, well, you keep up to it, all right? Call Bronx Johnny. He's working 2 stories right now. Fez, any other inventions you're dying to see?
I would like some sort of beach towel that is sand repellent.
Oh.
You could take it out to the beach, and it doesn't get just covered with mounds of sand that gets all in the fabric, and you got to shake it out and everything.
This is what kills me. If you get rid of this thing, most of the sand that's out at the beach is because men have put it there, because we believe that sand belongs at the beach. I, for one, would like to say, just blacktop it like it was any pool, and I'll be happy with it. Cushions, maybe. Something that's better than sand.
A mattress.
Yes.
Yes.
Just a big fuck mattress out there that everybody can relax and enjoy.
All inflatable, like one of those moonwalks. How about some self-tying shoes? Just for a change.
Yeah,
Need that.
they're called loafers, big man, and why don't you look into them?
You still have the look of ties, but they're tied for you.
But it doesn't. This doesn't make you think we need something besides tied shoes in the year 2006. You can't put your foot in and just have that thing fit you. It doesn't make sense.
The lacing it up, it seems to go back to the Greek warriors or something, where they were lacing up their legs.
Well, remember, the Pilgrims had buckles, and that didn't work out too well either. What else you got for us, Fezzy?
Something that just dissolves the snow and it goes away. You don't have to shovel it. You don't have to blow it. You get a snow blower out there.
They did have the flamethrower thing for a while.
Oh, I never saw that.
Yeah, just a flamethrower.
Yeah, but something that could dissolve it and dry it all at once. If there's something you could spread on that and it just goes away.
So it doesn't flood.
Where does the poo go? That's the problem. Where does the poo go?
Gotta go somewhere. What about flushable diapers? They have disposable. Do they have flushable?
I wish.
How about babies learning just how to shit on a pot like anybody else?
I wish that.
Talk about really not having it together right off the bat.
They just come out of the womb and it's like, could you excuse me? I gotta go to the newborn's room, please.
Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I guess people are trying to figure out what all these hip-hop names mean. I guess somebody thought this one meant bulletproof.
Thank you. The jokes are starting already, Earl. Is it a little too early?
They barely put the tag on the toe yet. Let
Now
the
you
man
know-
rest
yeah.
in peace.
Now you know what I went through during the whole Leonard Skinner plane crash going down. They love making jokes about dead stars.
It's not even funny.
You're taking this one personal, huh, Earl?
No, I mean, well, it's just a cruel way to go. Guys, someone walks up to you and shoots you in the head. That's an
He
awful
was
way
one
to
of the
go.
more popular members, though, of the group.
Is he the cool one?
He was one of the more popular ones. I recognize his name, so I know.
He's my favorite.
I'm sure.
He was the one
The skinny one.
in the movie 8 Mile. The Micaiah Pfeiffer character was based off of Proof.
So you really are starting to read all the stuff as it's coming in. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Fez. How you
Hey,
doing?
buddy.
My friend owns a company called Heat Tracks. It's actually big rubber mats that you plug in. They've been selling them. It's a new thing. And it melts the snow as it falls on it.
So it never gets on your sidewalk.
Never
You
gets
just
on
put a
the
hot mat down.
A hot mat. People have been buying them, like universities, hospitals. You can do your whole driveway in them. You could drive on them.
And just keep it out there for the winter?
Turns into steam.
Out there for the winter.
Yeah.
They got all sorts of safety features so you don't step on it and kill yourself.
No, it's electric?
It's electric. Yeah, you plug it in.
Yeah.
And it's called Heat Tracks. Very cool thing.
Heat Tracks, Fezzy. You're going to put this down on your sidewalk around December, and then you pull it back up in March.
I like the idea of it, stopping the snow at the source before it falls.
You're not to stop it at the source before it falls would be up in the air.
Oh.
You would literally have to put your heat mat in a plane and drop it on.
Fly them like kites.
They're not. I don't know whether you know this. The snow doesn't come up from the ground, and that's where it is.
But the electric part of it, I'm still very suspect. People in the winter in the city can't, walk down without getting electrocuted on a manhole cover.
So you're afraid to be hurt.
Yeah, that one sounds like it is an accident waiting to happen. We've got, heating pads out there in the melted snow water.
All right, so no, don't want any part of it.
Nah, that one I would actually stay away from.
Hot strips.
Sounds like something from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I'm fucking starving. We got any hot strips, Earl?
We don't have any, but we can definitely get you some.
I know, but you got to be able to do this before I'm hungry. That's the problem.
I've noticed this since we came to XM. We never have any KFC in here. We never have any chicken around.
I don't think there is a KFC around here.
There's one, I think, on 50th Street.
Well,
but I'm not sure if it's still open. I mean, that was a while ago.
Before
Thanks.
the
It's
show.
interesting conversation, Earl. Thank you. This is really going places. Go ahead, Fezzy.
NASCAR officials, they are upset.
Focus. I want to focus with the show.
NASCAR officials, they're upset with the NBC news magazine Dateline NBC. Apparently, they're saying the Dateline brought a group of Muslim men to a NASCAR event.
They're furious about that?
Well, no, they brought them there in, I think it was Martinsville, to see if the Muslim people got mistreated by NASCAR fans. So NASCAR officials are saying, this isn't a story. You are hoping they came here and got abused. You're trying to manufacture news, is what they're telling NBC.
So what they were trying to do is say, do Muslims have a tough time around white America? And then they couldn't think of anything more white than the NASCAR crowd. I do think there's some prejudice around the NASCAR people. I mean, I was down in Daytona when they would come in, and there was never any problems, and it was always a good time, and I think that they are getting a bad handle.
Yeah, so NASCAR asked NBC about this. NBC responded by saying, no, NASCAR was just one aspect of the story. We were planning on taking these Muslim people to different things around the country. But for some reason, none of those segments ever happened. It was just the NASCAR event to see if the Muslim guys got beat up.
But don't you think that NASCAR does have the handle of redneck, red state, country music?
Oh, totally, yeah. Toothless and just beer swilling.
And, I mean, that's not 100%. There's some of those guys, but you're going to see that type of guy at a metal show or football game or anything else.
South Jersey.
South Jersey, just down there at any Wawa store.
Eating a hoagie.
Yeah, so I think it's a little harsh, Fezzy.
Yeah, NBC just trying to say, no, this is about Muslims, not about NASCAR.
Whatever, NBC.
Not buying that one.
This is why your Today Show hosts leave all the time. By the way, I saw Matt Lauer signed a long extension.
Oh, so Matt's sticking around.
Where else is he going to go? You think his name would have popped up here and there for some job?
Maybe just to be the head woman on The View. To try
anything.
To move back into Meredith Vieira's spot.
Why didn't anybody think that he could be a news guy? No one ever gives him the shot.
Yeah, he never got brought up for any of those anchor jobs because we had one open at ABC and CBS.
Here's a NASCAR guy. You're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Hey, NASCAR guy.
Hey, buddies.
What you got for us?
I just want to say, in defense of NASCAR, I work in NASCAR. I didn't want to give my name.
All right. I got my own radio.
The Martinsville track is out in the middle of the woods. There's absolutely nothing around it. And most tracks you're in a city environment to be much more catering to it. I do think that NBC sort of did blindside them with that. And I don't think that would be one of the more fair tracks to bring it to.
So they actually went out of their way to find a redneck track.
I mean, like, if you put it in Charlotte, or if you put it in Homestead, Miami, or Fontana, California, Las Vegas, any of these tracks, it would have, they would have had no story. But put it in...
But Fez, the story was that everybody was cool anyway, right?
Exactly. That's what happened. There was no story because they took them inside the track, around the track, I guess, where people were tailgating, that sort of thing. Not one problem with this group of Muslims.
Yeah, they're trying to act like NASCAR's KKK.
I guess with its southern roots, it kind of seems that way. However, I don't know. I feel they sort of try and blindside them and back them into a corner.
All right, thank you very much, man.
It totally seems like NBC did this hoping that there would be ethnic slurs yelled out and maybe some violence that they could catch on tape.
Look at the way they treat Muslims. They treat them like they're blacks down here.
America's next big sport or next big prejudice?
Next, we'll take Black Girl to the Watley family picnic and watch the beatdown begin.
What's Earl doing here?
Hey, Ass Maggot, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you?
Hey, Ass Maggot.
Going, Ass. You got me, pal? You're on the air. Don't have you. Here's Kevin. Kevin, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, what's up, boys?
Yeah.
NASCAR actually lost some of its, I guess you would call it, prejudiceness. They had a black guy run a cup race this year, so I guess the affirmative action kind of kicked in there.
Well, it's, Earl, are there any black guys that are fans of NASCAR?
Yeah, it's like, at least up here, it's really gaining popularity, like especially in the Jersey area, and for some reason, big hit in Queens. For some reason,
You're
where I live.
AC Dub.
No, I mean NASCAR. It's like becoming like this Sunday thing where you just sit in your underwear and watch NASCAR all day. It's almost
right,
a
I
bad
don't
thing.
think about you that way.
Those dirty drawers.
See, again, he acts like no one in a suit would watch NASCAR. You're just acting like you're a fucking knuckle dragger if you enjoy the sport. No one ever acts like, oh, they sit around on Sundays in their underwear watching pro football like morons. I guess they'll shit themselves half the time. You know, Earl, if I learned anything about today's show, you were the biggest reverse racist that the world has ever seen.
You need to reverse your reverse racism, my friend.
Worse than Idi Amin. I would go so far to say you're 1,000,000 times worse than Idi Amin.
The Ugandan strongman?
Didn't he eat people?
I don't get it, Earl. I don't know where it comes from. Here is Aaron. Aaron, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, I was just calling to let you know that they put those Muslims in there, and they made them wear knapsacks around the NASCAR race. Then they were wondering if people were going to, beat them up and, treat them like...
they made them carry bombs. They made them come in there carrying bombs.
All right, now the bombs aren't working. What do we try next? Just have them burn some flags.
Jackson, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, there was some deal where NBC either lost or got outbid to broadcast NASCAR for when they renegotiated their TV contract, and I think that's the reason why they did this story, because NBC has traditionally broadcast NASCAR races, and
I had no idea.
They would never have done this story if they were broadcasting NASCAR.
All right, very, very good angle on that. I had no idea that. Did you know, Fez?
No, I didn't know that.
I need you to know those facts before you bring it to this show. Because, Earl, I want everything on this show 100% above board.
It'll absolutely be done.
That's why I'm going to start and point you out as a racist. What's the latest D12 update you got in there?
He's still dead. And another person was shot, and he's in critical condition also. So both of them got shot now.
In there? In your room?
No, it was in a club outside the 8 Mile, believe it or not.
Right now, in the middle of the day at club?
Yeah. Chad, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I was just at NASCAR Sunday, and, I've seen a lot more black people there than I thought I would.
Is that right? It's picking up. Were they in their underwear? Earl's acting like you got to be so dumb and in your underwear.
Yeah, they were.
All right, Earl, please stop that. Meet me halfway, brother.
I will definitely meet you halfway. I don't mean to offend, though.
Meet me at the Mason-Dixon line.
For someone who doesn't mean to offend, you offend a lot.
I have a dream, Earl. I have a dream where little white girls and little black girls will live in different parts of the town and never see each other or interact.
Now, that's not fair.
That's my
To me.
dream. That's my dream.
Every man has to have a dream. That's a beautiful vision.
Thank you. It's a little different. It's like Martin Luther King, because then we each go in our own direction. Try to make it mine. Here's Randy. Randy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Randy, go ahead.
I just wanted to make a quick comment about the black NASCAR driver.
Mm-hmm.
He may have been black in color, but he was about the whitest black person you ever seen. He's like Tiger Woods is to golf.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how white people act, and he's a
Well, I thought I did until I met you, Randy. So now I'm confused.
I'm just saying that he acts like a white person, but he's a black person.
Thanks for helping moving us up.
He wears a helmet. He drives a fast car, just like all the other white drivers out there.
Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy. I think NASCAR 100% baited this story. I think if they really, really wanted these Muslims to get hassled, you put Gordon shirts on, they'd have gotten the shit kicked out of them.
That's hysterical. Just a couple of Muslim guys walking around in Jeff Gordon's, and they'll go like this. Look at how they treat the Muslims. They yell faggot and cheater at them.
We at NASCAR would like to say this was not against Muslims. It was against the Rainbow Warrior.
Here is Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez.
Yeah.
You too, Earl. Hey, that black driver, he wasn't in the race. He just stole a car. He couldn't figure out how to get off the track.
Here is Tim. Tim, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Timmy, go ahead.
Hey.
Yeah,
How
buddy.
are ya? It's Tim. Hey, we wanted to tell you, we always play up here at the NASCAR races, Spot the Spook. We all put $5 in, and, first one to see a black guy ends up winning the pot.
Timmy, thanks for breaking a stereotype. You're really going out of your way to showing us it is 2006.
How did NBC miss all this?
What they should have done is send some Muslims into the Ron and Fez show and seen how quickly that would have turned.
NBC, if you can find Tim, just put a camera on him. You'll find your story finally.
Brian, you're on the Ron and Fez show?
Yeah, hey guys, there's a diversity in NASCAR program going on right now to try to get rid of that racist stereotype of NASCAR. And that guy who called in earlier and said NBC lost their bid is wrong. And Fox broadcast the first half of the season, and NBC broadcast the second.
I don't even know how they say season, since this thing apparently never stops. It goes on. The season is 51 out of the 52 weeks of the year.
Much like the race itself, just round and round and round.
How long does the season last, Fez?
It's got to go from February with the Daytona 500 to into November?
Yeah.
I think.
That's not a season anymore. That's full time. Then you just never stop.
And then I think there's just other races that are like, promotional things that the drivers show up for before the actual season starts counting. counting down.
Yeah.
Trading.
Yeah, and then they have to do commercials. They just constantly are covered with commercial billboard stuff. Hey, Dave, I wanted to point this out. When you were taking care of our guest today, Mary Herron, and did you feel like you did a good job with her? You felt like it went reasonably well?
Yeah, I did. I thought she got pretty good service. I thought she got the anti-Henry Rollins service.
Yeah, I thought she did too until I saw you, and your shirt is all ripped and your gut is hanging out. That is my only problem. And, I am at the point here, you know me, I'm not going to set up a dress code for the guys. But I don't know why you're going with a ripped shirt in front of this woman.
And added the wrinkles that are all over it.
I wanted
fucked shirt.
I wanted to support the Yankees on opening day, so I wore my Yankees shirt.
Right.
And I didn't know that it had holes in it until Bronx Johnny pointed it out. Yo, Dave, your shirt's all holy.
I don't know what accent you're doing. I would think Liverpool is all. If you think Bronx Johnny's from Liverpool.
Every one of your shirts is either torn or hugely stained.
And then Bronx Johnny said to me, on behalf of the band and myself, we hope we pass the audition. All right. That is it for us. Mary Herron, brand new movie coming out this Friday, Fez.
The Notorious Betty Page opens nationwide, starring Gretchen Mol this Friday.
Frenchie was in here with us.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Frenchie.
Good to see you guys.
Thanks to the guys from Full Blown AIDS for our robe and sweatshirt.
And check out bravestnightofcomedy.com to find out about the FDNY Comedy Benefit.
And we'll be right back, and Earl will be singing. Ron and Fez Show. See ya.
See ya.